Oh, there's chat finally. It wasn't working a second ago. I thought, nope. Why is nobody in here? Where's all my friends? I'm just kidding. I don't have any friends. Okay. Jizzy. Kick only tonight, guys. Come over to Kick. We're doing Kick only. I know it's usually a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing, but I got to do a couple extra ones to get ahead of the 12 per month thing. Then once I got those in the bank and apply for partnership, I'll be doing all right. But yeah, I got to get ahead of them some. Last time I applied for a partnership, I had 12, but they didn't respond to me till the next day, and one of them had fallen off, like the way that they would. You know, like it made perfect sense, but the guy's like, the person emailed me back is like, see, you're not even qualified. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I could do a live stream right now. What are you talking about? I'm not qualified. But of course, the email just went to like, do not reply email, so. So next time I apply, I want to have at least 13, maybe 14 for that month. That way, if they don't answer me for a day or two, I'm still good. Rootin, Tootin, Derek Johnson. There will be a replay on YouTube, or you can watch the replay here as soon as it's over on Kick. You just go to my Kick page and click videos. It keeps them for 2 weeks. guy. I sleep like a baby. Sleep like a freaking baby. What's wrong with you? I see, man, I know I'm covering Derek Johnson tonight, but I see something else I want to cover too. The new Mckamy Manor stuff come out. That should be it. That should kill the timer right there. Oh, that was timed good, guys. You see that shit? You see that shit? Let's roll the intro. If you're watching anywhere other than kick.com, you're wrong. If you're watching anywhere other than kick.com, you're wrong. Get on kick.com/coldbeerconfessional because right after this intro, I'm cutting them loose. Just using this for an announcement channel on all the other outlets.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome everybody. I'm Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional on kick.com/cold beer confessional. Thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Come over to Kick if you're watching anywhere else because I'm getting ready to cut the other platforms loose. There will be a replay tomorrow on YouTube or tonight on Kick, or you can watch it live right now on Kick. Yeah, I'm turning all the other platforms off. I need some extra Kick time over there. So thank you guys for joining. We're going to cut those other platforms. I use them to announce because the other programs like notifications aren't great. Even YouTube's I have to notify on all of them because they all suck. Even YouTube's notifications freaking suck. But I am live on Kick. We're going to do a couple hours talking about Derek Johnson and some other things. Then we're going to do a $7 and up Patreon stream. Don't worry if you're a $2 patron. I'm going to get you some stuff this week too. But we're doing a $7 and up Patreon stream. If that's something you're interested in, we're going to go ahead and do that tonight because it's been a long time since we did Patreon content. So come over to kick.com/coldbeerconfessional. I'm sure the mods will be posting the link about everywhere. I can go back and pin the link once they post it. Actually, I may be able to do it right here, right now. I can go back and pin the link, but the only place you're going to be able to watch is kick.com/cold beer confessional. There's that. I just posted it on Rumble and I'll pin it. But yeah, that's the only way you're going to be able to watch. I'm fixing to turn all these off. Let me get this pinned. It's pinned on Rumble as a comment, as well as in the live chat. So you guys can see that. It's posted in the live chat. It's pinned on Rumble. It's posted on YouTube. That video is about to go private. I'll make sure to go post it on Facebook. It's posted on the Facebook page, plus I'm about to put it in Facebook chat. I'll just use my personal account and put it. There you go. Kick.com/cold beer confessional. And if you don't like that, you can watch the replay tomorrow. But I got to get these numbers right on Kick. So don't shoot the messenger, okay? Don't shoot the messenger. I got to do it. Got to do it. Got to do it my way, okay? Anything you can do, I can do better. All right, here we go. Let's cut these other streams loose. So first of all, we got Facebook. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. We appreciate it. Just 4 people over there, and I'm probably one of them at least. So really just 3 people over there. Thank you guys for watching on Facebook. If you can't make it to Kick, try to get to YouTube and watch the replay tomorrow. It'll be up around lunchtime. Rumble, thank you, Rumblers. I appreciate it. I've been actually getting some decent audiences and some donations over on Rumble. Last couple of times, somebody left $20, somebody left $50. So thank you at Rumble. Go watch the replay on YouTube or come over to Kick. Kick is just like Twitch. Have you ever used Twitch before? the YouTube stream. The YouTube stream's not going down, but I am making it private, so you won't be able to see it till tomorrow when I publish it. But thank you for joining us on YouTube. Boom. And what does that leave? That leaves Twitch, my old fave. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm about to post the link and pin it over on Twitch. There it is in the Twitch chat. I'm going to pin it indefinitely until it's manually unpinned or the stream ends. There it is. It's pinned to the top. You just click that link. It'll bring you right here. And if you're watching on Twitch, you really don't have an excuse because Kick is just like Twitch. You can't say like, I don't like Kick. Well, it's exactly the same, okay? It's exactly the same. I don't want to hear it. It's the exact same. It's the same program, it's the same everything, except instead of being purple, it's green. It's the only difference. All right, let me kill that. Kick is the one I was going to kill, right? Yes. And then let me just double check. YouTube is now currently private. There we go. We're driving audience to Kick. Hopefully. Hopefully. There are no commercials on Kick. But I'm sure that's probably in their plans. They're probably planning on doing just like Twitch. Like commercials, unless you're subscribed, you get ads or whatever. Anyways, start of our show tonight. I told you I was going to talk about Jared Johnson, and I'm going to here in just a little bit. I did see something that popped up on my recommended page that we've been talking about lately. Maybe I'll grab it and we'll watch a little bit of it. Because we've already been talking about it. Oh my God, is this for real? I never see land for sale in my like local area. Like in the county that I'm in, I never, ever, ever, ever see land for sale. Man, I wish I had the money to snatch that up. And I just found 70 acres for sale. 70 fucking acres. I never see land for sale in our area. I'm going to look this up. Anyways, sorry, that just blew my mind. So much of my county is national forest, and the rest of it's owned by like families who want to keep it in the family. I think like 70 to 80% of the county is like national forest, which is insane, of course. But yeah, there's 70 some acres. If I had the money, I would buy that immediately. It just disappears so quick. It's kind of up in the county. It's kind of on the south end of the county going towards Asheville, but still, that's a lot of acreage together. I hardly ever see that. Anyways, let me switch the screens around. If you want to contribute to the show, you can do that at coldbeer.fund, coldbeer.fund. I live in Unicoi County, UNICOI. But if you want to contribute to the stream, you can do that at coldbeer.fund. Make sure you go there either way to find my links. All my links at the very top of the page. I got Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, TikTok, Rumble, Discord, and Bovada. Bovada is an affiliate link. If you go over there and put some money in to gamble with, I get some money back. Understand? Que pasa? Anyways, the square box is on the left. Buy me a coffee. If you're not a racist, that's the one you use. But as we saw last night, I think that Legend, Austin, several other people are clearly racist, and they don't care what you think about them, so they will not use Buy Me a Coffee. We also have Patreon, which is the show we're doing later tonight. $7 and up Patreon members. I'm going to try to do a show, at least a couple hours with you guys, even if it's just a hangout to check in. I hate that I haven't been with you guys with all the stuff going on with my dad, his estate, and him passing away and all that stuff. I just feel really bad because you guys are a huge part of the show. You can also use Dono Clip. What is Dono Clip? It's the opportunity to send an audio or a video message that you can personalize and send in to me. It looks kind of like this if you send a video message.
Hey, Will, it's me. I tried to use that Q thing, and I was all excited. Austin told me I needed a fire stick, so I tried to light the sticks on fire, and it's not...
Uh-oh, look out. Fire stick. Sticks on fire. And if you send an audio message instead of video, it'll look something like this.
This is dedicated to the fictional people who were kidnapped on the TV show FBI. I will remember you.
Thank you. That's some of the fun stuff. I understand why people use Dono Clip. It's fun. It's fun to mess with, right? You can make a joke or audio or video clip. Hell, Austin's got a wig. You know, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. But Buy Me a Coffee's there as well if you so choose to use it. I was just talking about this. Now that everybody's settled, everybody's here. Hopefully people had time to get here. So yeah, what I was talking about is I live in Unicoi County, and a huge percentage of our county is national forest. And because of that, land, like we want to stay in this county because our kids go in school here. This is where I grew up. It's where Mariah grew up. Like we want to stay in this county if we can, but land is stupid expensive. And all we're looking for right now is land, and we're going to put our camper on it and just put a camp spot, like a concrete pad and maybe a roof over it and then a metal building and then build a house. But it's just stupid expensive because there isn't as much of it in this county, and a lot of people want to come here. A lot of people retire here. A lot of people want to keep it in their family. So it says 70 plus or minus acres of a mountain land for sale. Land is located in Unicoi County, Tennessee, centrally located between Asheville, North Carolina, and Johnson City, Tennessee, minutes away from Rocky Fork State Park. Has beautiful views. Property boundaries are outlined in picture above. Land parcel numbers are 44 and 44.0 and 44.02. Posting for a family member. If interested, message for contact information. Oh, shit. I know who this is that posted it, too. Damn. I went to school with that guy. That's a lot of land, though. 70 fucking acres. Must be nice. Looks like somebody cut a road into it at one time, but that's about it. There's like literally like a drop from the main road. There's like a little worn down area that's still grass, and then the rest of it's just mountain. But there you go. Build whatever you want on this mountain estate. Anyways, that just caught my eye. It just caught me off guard. You hardly ever see land go up for sale here more than like an acre or like a site for like a house. And then to have like 70 fucking acres, that was just crazy. It's in kind of a remote area. I don't know if fiber internet has gotten there yet, but it's probably getting close. That's not that far. I used to date a girl that lived up probably 5-10 minutes past where this is located at. And I drove that, most days to go see her. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us. This is not that's what we're trying to do, Legend. Could you imagine if we had a compound? If I could get my camper set up and start building a house, I could have other spots where people could come and camp and hang out. I wish we had like, I wish we had like the river or the creek still. That would be ideal. And then have people come chill out. Or if you want to come be on the show, you come and relax and just fucking bring your camp. Leave me the fuck alone, right? I don't want to fucking see you, okay? But you could go do your own thing and then just show up for the interview. Right? I don't want to hang out with you. You just bring a tent or something. We put up some concertina wire. Man, that'd be awesome. Anyways, come join our death cults, and we'll work off that. What do you guys think? So there is I do want to cover Derek Johnson tonight, and we don't have unlimited time because no matter what, we're doing a Patreon video after this. But I did, Mariah, I'll hang out with you. I did catch something or saw something that caught my eye, and there's two different ones. There's Danny Burks, and then there's Reckless Ben. They've both been going together, and their new episode about Mckamy Manor both came out. So if you don't know what we're talking about, we've covered this before. Mckamy Manor is like supposed to be the world's worst haunted house, and it's in Tennessee. It used to be in California, and the county made him leave. It's completely free to go through, but no one's ever finished it. But what it really is like they make you carry around like buckets, and they throw paint and glitter on you, and they make you carry around a 50-pound bag of dog food until you can't anymore. Then they say you quit. Like it's not even a haunted house. Now, if you look at the videos of when it was in California, it was a little bit different. There was an actual area they called a house, and there was an actual place they called a house, and they beat the shit out of you. People with broken bones and stuff, or at least that's what people say, and I've seen video clips of that. But the current state of it in Tennessee, me and a couple of my military buddies looked into this because they're like, fuck, we've been through training. I've been fucking waterboarded. I've been fucking electrocuted. I've been tortured, right? We could probably fucking do this. Then we started looking into it, and it's basically just like you have to sign away that they could beat you to death or drown you or whatever. Like they put dude's head in this cage and or this like plexiglass looking box and filled it full of water until he tapped out. Well, what's he supposed to do? Die? I mean, what are the options here? You're supposed to just fucking die? That isn't, to me, that isn't a haunted house. I could understand like these adult themed or like 18 plus haunted houses where they actually have contact and maybe they shove you or grab you or whatever. But if we're just talking about killing people, that's not a haunted house. Everybody's going to tap out before they die. Anyways, let's watch these. I want to see what they are. I'm going to try to not pause them very much. Just want to get caught up in what's going on here. Damn, if I don't pause, I'm going to get a copyright strike from fucking Danny Burke.
Well, people are calling the world's scariest haunted house.
Oh my God, just work. What is going on?
It's threatening to sue us.
In regards to YouTube, I'm telling you right now, if you use the name, if you use any copyright or trademark material, you will be hearing from our lawyers.
And I'm starting to think that literally anything they say is
5 acres is kind of a sweet spot, Summer Cat. You could run like a mini farm off of it. I would love to have, I found in 2 counties over, which would make it like a 40-minute drive every day to take the kids to school, which sucks. I found Little Doe River, riverfront property it was a piece of land. It was like an acre and a half or something, but it had like 2 trailers on it that weren't like super shitty. They somebody had taken care of them. The outside looked old, like they were run down, but the inside were livable, which made 5 bedrooms and 3 baths, I think. 5 bedrooms and 3 baths. They're right beside each other. And I tried to talk my sister into starting our family compound there.
just a lie. And you're going to understand in this episode literally all the lies
kick, but
that
the
they've done.
replay's
And you're
going
gonna
on
be
YouTube.
like, wait, I think you're right. I don't think they're going to sue. I don't think they have that. I don't think they have that. And one of their biggest lies that's actually very important for our series is them proving that they own a rat. Yes, a rat. And you're probably so confused.
So some of the things they said was that they had a 500 meter or 500 yard underwater maze, like a swimming pool underwater. You have to hold your breath, and there's areas that you can come up at. And there's another spot where it's a maze that if you pick the wrong door, it'll drop thousands or hundreds or something rats on top of you. There's no rats at all. There's no swimming pool. The swimming pool they described for the underwater maze portion of this is bigger, would have to be bigger than the property the guy owns. Let's say he did have this underground pool that was a swimming pool maze that you couldn't see from satellite photos. It would be bigger than the property he owned. It would be under his neighbor's property. It would have to be.
What do you mean, a rat? Russ claims he has thousands of rats that follow you, and one of his contraptions called a rat race.
When you do rat race, once you find a plexiglass container full of the mice, the clock starts. You're going to be in a maze. Find the key. You're going to pull the key. Then a teeter board will flip over and release
That's right.
mice. Mice will then
If I
fall
die,
on
I'm
you.
suing you.
I'm a rat.
That's right.
Ben actually went through a rat race, and what was your thoughts on it?
It's a cool concept, and then the reality of it was
So every time you open that
So this is what it really was. This is supposed to be the underwater maze. They were just spraying him with a water hose in the face while he crawled around in this grading system. And then there were no rats, even though he was told several times that there'd be rats that would fall. Hundreds of rats would fall on him.
it releases water. Oh.
My grandkids will need rides. I would love to build but I don't know if you guys know this. I know. I said I wasn't going to have all these tangents. Pre-World War II, the most common thing for someone to do that wasn't they didn't have a job in like a major city was your family owned a tract of land. You grew up in your parents' house, and then usually the male, so like if you were the son, you met somebody to marry, you went on your parents' land, you picked out an area, and that's where your house was. And it ended up being like a family compound. Your neighborhood, instead of being just random people that you moved beside in a cul-de-sac, would be your family. And your families helped each other, babysit, and they ate together a lot of times, helped each other out if something happened or God forbid, somebody was injured, right? They were together and close and helped each other. After World War II was the big kick. More people had money. We had all these industrialized jobs. A lot of GIs are returning. And that's when we went to this subdivision style living. Everybody needed their own plot. You need to get away. You need to go away from your family, make your own life, move out. But I like the idea better of I wish me and my sisters all and their husbands or whatever all lived on a big plot of land. I don't want to open my window and be staring in your window, houses right beside each other, like row houses or some shit. But if I know you're on the property and you need anything, or if I need anything, or we're that close, our kids can play together. That's awesome to me. I think that's great.
Okay, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes.
Like when he was describing it to me, it sounded really fun. And then I got there and yeah, he was just kind of standing on top of me with a hose, like spraying water in my nose.
But there was no rats.
Tunnels.
Yeah, also, yeah, you're right. There was no rats.
Got it.
Yeah, so Rat Race is just one example of Mckamy Manor being insanely
Rat
falsely
race with no
advertised
rats.
because people are going there thinking they're going to like the craziest haunt.
We're probably the most famous haunt in the world.
When in reality, he duct tapes your face, puts a beanie over you, and just sprays water in your face. Like, that's not a haunt. And that's just
That's a
one of the
haunt.
reasons why there is Mckamy Manor haters. I talked about in the last
By the way, he live streams all this to Facebook, and it's a very hard group to get into. If you say anything critical, you're banned. You have to answer this questionnaire just to get in the Facebook group. And it's almost like if you haven't seen the previous videos we watched, it's almost like he gets off on it. Like he's got some type of torture kink. Because why else would you have them lay in front of you where you like coat them, you coat them all in like condiments and paint and glitter, and you make them say like I'm a little bitch, like this embarrassment like fetish or something. It's just so weird. You had the previous videos, you could tell it's weird.
episode about how there's a Mckamy Manor exposed group exposing all of Mckamy Manor.
My lovely haters, and you all know who you are.
So before Ben did
Oh, that 70 acres that I found was like, what was it, $400,000? I think it was listed for like $389 or something. I already lost the ad, but I think it's listed for like $389 or something like that.
Mckamy Manor.
I knew nothing about the haters, and the reason why is because if Russ sees that you've looked up something about a hate group, or if you're a part of a hate group, or if you've even talked to someone from a hate group, you're not allowed to go through Mckamy Manor.
Russ will tell you to go in there and spot.
When I was in high school, I worked at a haunted corn maze. A haunted corn maze thing. I had a scarecrow mask, and me and my buddies one year, we'd eat a bunch of fucking pain pills, and we'd be in there scaring people. But like, one of the rules was you couldn't touch people, and they couldn't touch you. Right? It's local to us. It's called Fender's Farm is the name of it. But yeah, when I was in high school, we worked in it one Halloween. They paid us to come down there. There was even a part where we got to bring paintball guns and shit and shoot at the wagon. You couldn't shoot at the people, but you shoot at the wagon.
And then more often than
hay
not,
wagon they were on?
will say, well, you turned and kick you out of his grips.
So this guy who runs the Mckamy Manor exposed page is named The Wolf, and he's making some big claims like Mckamy Manor doesn't even exist.
It's fun. It is. I think it's fun, like with going with somebody that gets scared, like Mariah and stuff, or whoever. Like when I was dating and had other people around, I think it's fun to walk through. I sometimes they get too extreme and I can't control myself. I try to warn them first. I don't want to touch somebody, right? I don't want to lose my shit and hit somebody. So sometimes it gets like too intense, and I try to tell them. So that's kind of why I quit going. But it's fun. It's fun being the scary person too. To be the person jump out and scare people, or the person hiding.
Oh, it's a scam, guys. It's a scam. There's no manor. There's nothing. It's literally just his front and backyard, and that's it.
It doesn't sound like he's lying, but at the same time, I'm not just going to take his word for it. So
what we end up doing is going to Russ's house the day before my tour.
Oh shit,
and Ben thought
Trey,
it was
that's
the perfect
cool.
opportunity to confront Russ about the wolf and his hate group. And because it's the day before my tour, I'm not supposed to know any of this. So I just go in the car and I just let Ben do his thing.
sometimes I do like investigative work and stuff.
Right.
I want to be like your secret spy, and I think I can take him down.
Yeah, take him down. Get on in there.
Basically,
I remember when I was before my PTSD was like the way it is. When I was in high school or right after high school, me and my buddy Adam went, and he was just messing around, which he had been drinking, but he was just messing around. And like when you first went in, they had like these probably 10 scarecrows on either side. And the scarecrows looked really realistic. It looked like someone dressed up like a scarecrow. They had stuffed them really well and had posed them really well. So we were just like joking or whatever. And I think I slapped the hand of one or whatever. No, I had the hand of one and I was like waving with one of them as a fake one. And like the second to last one, he was just like, oh yeah, you think you're going to scare me? And he went to punch it. I think he had already punched one. And it was just a scarecrow, right? It was straw. And he went to punch that other one and it was a guy, hit him in the face. They got really fucking mad, threw us all out. So I don't want to freak out and hit somebody. And a lot of times, like when I get to that point, it's like I can't stop either. Like when I get to the point where when I flip, I can't stop until I feel like I'm safe, and who knows how long that'll take. I don't know. I don't want to hurt somebody else because I'm fucking crazy.
Ben got in touch with the wolf and had the wolf send Ben a video that he can show Russ.
I want to show you a video he sent me. I think we can actually get that group like taken down like once and for all.
Oh, that'd be great.
But this is the video he sent. All right,
Here's where it says, show me one rat, and I'll take down the hate group.
Get my hate group shut down. Look, Russ, I'll make a deal with you right now. This thing has gone far enough. You want my hate group shut down? I will be more than happy to shut it down completely. I'm saying this on video. You do one thing for me, okay? Prove a piece of the manor. Mckamy Manor is real. All you have to do is hold a live rat or any other kind of animal.
Now, originally, this guy was saying, oh, yeah, fuck him. We need to take him down. He's hurting my business, blah, blah, blah. We need to get this page taken down. He's horrible. I'm thinking about suing him. We should get him banned, all this stuff. But then when he's challenged to show one fucking rat, he's like, no, that page is not that bad. I'm not placating these people. I'm not doing this.
Like a snake or something like that you claim you have in the manor. Now you said this publicly that you have all these rats, snakes and everything in the manor. Just prove it. Just hold one for the camera.
I guess stop pausing it.
You have these animals, like you said.
That's a moron. I know.
Next time you're doing a live video on your Facebook page, hold one up and say, look, this is a rat or a couple of rats that are actually in Mckamy Manor.
Because for all I know, he's just gonna pull out a rat, and the wolf is some crazy lunatic that just created all these lies about Mckamy Manor. I'm not gaining either of their trust. I'm just trying to be the middleman, so that way these two people that hate each other can talk to each other.
It's a verbal contract. I think actually.
No, he amuses me at this point. So, but
you can do that. I will shut down for good and you never have to hear about me again. That's my deal. I told Ben.
Show him a rat, then.
Shut me down. This is your chance.
He wanted this place shut down. Show him a rat.
But it's a verbal contract. I think he actually has to delete it. Like his one request is you like hold a rat, I guess. But
I mean, how easy is that?
Yeah.
But
I mean, it is pretty easy. Yeah.
How easy is that? He even says.
Well, then why isn't he showing it, Ben?
He's never been questioned like this before because everyone is scared of. I mean, he's been doing this for years and no one's ever questioned him. And he doesn't think I'm going to keep pressing him, but it's never happened to him before.
I kind of like him out there in a weird way, because that's where all the haters go, and we get so much ammunition from them, and it's actually extremely entertaining for us because it's just his double-edged sword. He doesn't bother us.
Well, first he liked the haters, but now he likes the haters.
Yeah, that was really weird too. I think it's just the excuse of what he came up with. The only thing that changed in the story was him showing a rat. So before he had to show a rat, he hated the haters. But now that he has to show a rat, he loves the haters. If you're an outsider, at least, a rat is the biggest thing that's changing whether or not, like, what he's thinking, which should make you think, oh, maybe the rats don't exist.
I'm kind of like a troll on the internet. That makes sense.
Yeah, troll him out. If you can, troll him out. Let's see your troll skills.
He goes, let's see your troll skills. Ben, is he not familiar with our work?
I guess not.
And then he goes back to, praise the haters again because he doesn't know what else to do because he can't show a rat.
It's almost kind of a positive thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I've just dipped my toes and I've actually gone in.
There you go, right, Alexis. I've seen him call the police on people too.
At this point when it was filmed, I didn't know who was right, the haters or Mckamy Manor.
I really don't want to go to jail.
Investigation, my conclusion at least is that out of the two sides, the haters are the ones that at least try to supply proof with all of their claims. And Mckamy Manor says, oh, you just have to believe me. And if you don't believe me, then you're a hater. When you hear that, it's kind of natural to want to side with the people that supply the proof, that don't accuse you of being a hater of them if you question them,
So Mckamy Manor is claiming that they're trademarked. So if you use the word Mckamy Manor anywhere, they can sue you.
First off, I'm trademarked. Right? Even using the word Mckamy Manor, I'm trademarked, right? Oh. So I don't go after anybody, but
he claims they don't go after anybody. I mean, he always threatens to sue, but obviously he's never done it. So is that the same for us, or is he actually going to sue us?
Well,
he could if he wanted to.
You never know with him because, like I just said, his girlfriend said that 99% of every single thing he says is a lie. Even when there's no reason to lie, he'll just lie. He said in this big documentary that came out that he's terrified of.
One of Will's dad's favorite stories was a time I went with my sister to the haunted maze. She's a bigger girl and she got scared and plowed down into she trampled them motherfuckers. It was it was a herd of cattle ran them down.
Snails.
He's afraid of snails.
My dad would laugh so fucking hard about it.
Stop.
I hate creepy crawlies, man.
So we want to test this and give him a snail to see how he actually reacts to it.
We did bring a present for us.
We got a snail. All right. Nice. Snail. There it is.
Suppose he used to. So if you're wondering why they brought a snail, he used to act in viral videos like he was afraid of snails. I don't know, for whatever reason. He would run away from them, scream, cry, all kinds of stuff when he was in California.
Oh my gosh! Oh, no way!
So it seems like anything this guy's saying is not true.
Yeah.
All that rumor about me and snails. See, it's a rumor. Don't believe all these rumors.
So he says, don't believe the rumors. But then there's video evidence of him saying he doesn't like snails. This doesn't make any sense, Ben.
I think that's the whole thing with Mckamy Manor is why does he lie about things when there's no reason for him to lie? And the best conclusion I can think of is it's a distraction from what's really going on.
People haven't made videos about Mckamy Manor like Ben and I are doing because they get threatened with lawsuits. And then people actually believe it and then don't post about Mckamy Manor because they're scared of the lawsuit. But luckily for us, we're not scared.
Russ did threaten me $50,000 knows that if I didn't say great things about Mckamy Manor and my tour, yeah, he'd sue me.
Russ has said things that caused my ex to not let me see my child for a while. Russ has said some things that caused me to lose a job.
Fuck you, Russ. You know, all it was lies. I was getting sued. The waiver, the NDA, everything was fake.
If all this evidence is just showing
the waiver, the NDA,
about
everything was
is he
fake.
really going to sue us? So if you think about it, this guy makes no money off of this. He works at Walmart.
So the what we've been keeping up with these two, he does work at Walmart. He actually told them which Walmart they should go to buy dog food and bring supplies. And it was the one he didn't work at because he didn't want them to run into the people that he didn't want to run into people that knew him. So if you're wondering what's going on, these two guys went to take this haunted house challenge, and they're like challenge guys. That's what they do. They do extreme sports and slacklining and do challenges. And one of them goes to like the jungle and gets stung by like bullet ants and shit. Like they do this stuff for a living on YouTube, and they couldn't do this because it doesn't exist.
Go to Walmart because I work there.
You got to wonder, why does he just want to torture people? I mean, that doesn't seem normal.
He has PTSD, and the only time the voices go quiet in his head is when he's doing a show or when he's watching a show. That's why when someone drops out, he is so fucking dumb.
I don't believe that's true. I mean, I believe he probably says that. But I don't never met anybody that has PTSD that when they torture somebody, that's when they feel better.
Desperate to fill that slot.
Yeah, so Russ has that NDA contract where it says if you use the footage, you owe him $50,000. Ben ended up changing that contract.
We changed it to $1. That's why we can come out and talk about the secrets.
I'm not going to be quiet anymore. I was quiet for a long time, and I'm done. I want to heal, and the only way I can is when I know that these monsters and what they did to me pay for what they did. I don't want revenge. I just want justice. I want this man to be in prison. I think that all of these people should be taken down. I think the FBI should be involved.
So everyone that goes through Mckamy Manor has to do an exit video.
This is one of the most exhilarating experiences of my life. I will never forget it. I just want to say, Russ, that I love you dearly, and I so appreciate you allowing me this opportunity.
But then we found evidence admitting that she was forced to say this.
Made me lie on my exit video, saying that what happened to me was exhilarating and it was great and blah blah blah.
Yeah, so it seems like Russ is making them lie, like to get people stoked about Mckamy Manor, saying it's like thrilling.
I saw him interview one girl, and she was talking about how shy she was, and then her mom passed away or something, and it made her feel alive that she was out here and they broke her arm, and it was amazing.
And awesome, and it's just a crazy experience, and you should never do this.
What we were doing was, in fact, not what was being said it is on social media. It's all about the filming and the editing of it.
Yeah, basically,
you can share it. You can share the link. There's a little, is it the arrow? What's it look like on Kick? Hold on. Kick.com/ColdBreakConfessional. I don't remember what it looks like. Yeah, it's these little three, you can't see it right there. Hold on. See these little three lines together? You click on it, and then it'll say Facebook, Twitter, embed, or copy URL. Click copy URL, and then paste it wherever you want to share it at. Or you could click Facebook or Twitter too, I guess. But yeah, you can share it. The URL is just, all you have to do is type in kick.com/ColdBreakConfessional. It's the same thing, even if it won't let you paste it. Here's what it just gave me when I did that. Let's see. I'll paste the URL. Paste. Kick.com/Cold. That's all it gave me. The same thing that I post.
Truth, and you get $50,000. That's money that she can't afford. And so it's a lot easier just for her to come out and say like, oh, I love Mckamy Manor. Ha ha ha. This is a great experience. But yeah, really, it's just they're just getting manipulated into lying about how awesome Mckamy Manor was. And it happens to every single person that goes through.
Have you ever felt threatened in any way?
Absolutely not. Nope. Being lied to was honestly the worst. Being manipulated was the worst.
Yeah, Russ is one of the biggest manipulators. And it's strange that the moderators don't see.
He is really good at manipulating people, which is weird.
Even human being that I've ever come across.
He uses people till he uses them up, till he's destroyed their friendships, then he runs them in the ground.
I was legitimately tortured. I did go to the police. I did go to the authorities, even in California. Detective Shepard. Unfortunately, this Detective Shepard was on Russ's payroll, and anyone that went through Mckamy Manor and got hurt, that went to the police, dealt with Detective Shepard. And Detective Shepard.
I don't know about this either. That the police are on his payroll.
So after I went through Mckamy Manor, I was considered a hater right away. I got blocked out of everything. But Ben still had a little bit of their trust. He was like
if he's really hurting people and lying to people and committing fraud, I don't know how well you'd be able to pay off a police officer. You know what I mean? Because even if this police officer or detective didn't do their job, like you can just go above that or around that or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, or put pressure from a different direction. It seems like even if he bought off one police, he would have to buy off like departments and counties and the feds.
Let's get one of the moderators, Kelly from Mckamy Manor, on a Facebook live call with the wolf, and let's do a debate.
I didn't actually want to debate the wolf. I just wanted them to both bring their points and have the other side be able to understand it.
Kelly, listen to me. Be honest with me. Russ does not have rats at that manor. Be honest, Kelly. Do not lie.
I mean, I don't know what's back there. I'm sure there's fucking rats back there. It's Tennessee, bro. You've been to Tennessee before.
But Russ controls that. Russ actually has, and
I don't know. I can't answer it. I can't say one way or the other. I don't know.
She can't even admit that there's rats. That was the best line that she can come up with because she knows there's no rats, but she can't admit it.
Is that really?
It's lies. That's what I'm trying to make. Like the whole thing is just a bunch of lies. You guys tell people these things to get people there, and it's not there.
Well, I think she believes in the rats. I don't think she doesn't know there's no rats.
You think that the moderator Kelly is brainwashed?
She actually is brainwashed, and she actually believes all this.
We got to figure out a way to like de-brainwash all the moderators.
That's a Facebook
because like
moderator.
we need to.
So it is weird, this weird mentality, almost like the reason we originally started talking about is one is in Tennessee, two, the brainwashing is almost like the Q-tards. So like if you happen to get in one of these videos and you're like, or let's say you're in the video, like you go to Mckamy Manor and you're like, this is messed up. Where's the haunted house? Instantly the chat is going to attack you. This is a doubter. He doesn't deserve to go in. He's a piece of shit. Let's get rid of him. He's part of the YouTubers. He's trying to expose you. Same thing if you hop in the chat and you're like, I thought this is a haunted house. They like freak the fuck out. They freak out.
Get these moderators on our payroll, start working for us, and then they can start doing good things in the world. Kelly, come work for us.
What would you have Kelly do if you hired her?
I mean, she's hilarious, dude. Did you see that voicemail she sent you?
You seem like you're very fucking lost. There's no big payoff. There's no big, some likes on YouTube, big fucking deal.
What specifically would you hire her to do?
Probably just comedy in our videos. She's so funny, dude. She's so funny.
What's the favorite joke that she said that?
Stamping his feet. I want it my way. That's not the fuck how life is.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah, maybe she could be a writer.
Kelly, we're brainstorming. Hit us up. So now Ben's questioning Kelly about the 200-page contract that I talked about on my last episode when I was just exposing all of Russ's fake things that he claims he has.
There was something in the contract that didn't seem real.
That 100%.
I just clicked the join. I don't think I'm eligible to join because I joined this once and they kicked me out. But I just clicked the join button and it says your membership is pending approval. To be considered for approval to this group, please make a video telling us who you are with a pic of your driver's license. Send it to Russ's main profile. You must answer all the questions, including why you want to join the group. Your profile must be at least several years old, no new profiles, agree to no cussing whatsoever, must be 18 plus. Second part. So you have to do a video with your driver's license in it. Second part. Must answer all three parts. 2A, what makes you want to be a member of Mckamy Manor tour group? 2B, are you just a fan or do you want to take the tour? 2C, what is your biggest fear? And question 3. What are your top 10 favorite horror movies? Please list the specific titles in order. Then it says group rules. You have to click for group rules, but they're just regular. Comments and posting, respect each other, no hate groups, no promotions or spam. Like, he's so scared. He's so scared the trolls are going to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so scared the trolls are going to get in there.
He does not have.
The whole thing is set up for Russ's entertainment, not yours. The entire waiver is a joke. The waiver even states that you can be thrown from an airplane.
So now Ben's talking about one of the things in the contract.
The contract says you might be thrown from an airplane. He claims he has a 2.5-mile zip line named Whiplash, and the longest zip line in the world record, longest zip line in the world is just under 2 miles. So he doesn't have that. It's all a lie.
Zipline thing was fake, though, right?
I haven't done it, so I don't know.
He said he has a 2-mile zip line. We did look up the largest zip line in the United States, and you have to legally register once you have a big zip line, and it's only a mile long.
Oh, a mile. I'm sorry.
They said they weren't.
1 mile.
They had no clue who Russ Mckamy was, but.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what else you need to say.
The longest zip line in the world. He has 2.5 times
on that
bigger
one. She
one.
didn't even know what to say.
Well, I think she's hearing this information for the first time, so like she obviously doesn't have a response prepared, you know?
Yeah, but we definitely stumped her though. She's probably like, wait, is Ben and the Wolf telling the truth? The only response that she can come up with.
I told you exactly what I've said here today. If you go ahead and start putting stuff up on YouTube that's trademarked or copyrighted, we're going to send our legal team towards you.
No saying Mckamy Manor in any of our YouTube videos.
No.
And they didn't get it down for copyright, but they have mass reported their videos and got some of them taken down for whatever, hate speech. I don't know what they reported it for, but they've got it taken down for community violations, not copyright or not trademark. Those are things you have to prove in court if you go up against it, if you dispute it. But for whatever their master spamming.
Okay.
You can't.
If they're trademarked Mckamy Manor, then we're not allowed to start our own Mckamy Manor company. So I just went ahead and did exactly that. I created my own company called Mckamy Manor. You can visit us at www.mckamymanor.org.
Go to mckamymanor.org.
Did you guys do this? Dude, that's fucking amazing. Oh my God, there's Ben with a rat. We're selling a bunch of rat-themed things, which he claims he has thousands of rats in his house.
What's the legal loophole? Because you own mckamymanor.org? Well, this doesn't protect us from getting sued. This is actually just more of a reason for him to sue us. Okay, fine.
And to back that up,
we bought Mckamy Manor LLC.
No way.
They want to get sued.
Now,
because discovered.
We told the moderator, Kelly, that we have just created our own company called Mckamy Manor.
That's a big trademark issue right there because
then yeah, you guys just show a rat and then you guys will sue the heck out of us.
Well,
because then we would be then we'd be copying you guys. So
yeah, well, I don't know if we're gonna do all of that.
So now that we've made it this easy for you guys, now you guys don't want to sue us?
Ben?
Well, it kind of sounds like earlier in the video when we were like, they're like, oh, we hate the haters. Oh, just show a rat. Okay. Oh, now we love the haters. And then I was kind of just making the same point here where it's like, we're going to sue you. And then I'm like, okay, show a rat. It'll be easy. And they're like, oh, now we have to show a rat. We don't want to do it anymore. It seems like every single time it comes down to the rat. Like every time we bring up a rat, they just completely 180 on their opinion.
Because like I said, Russ claims he has all these animals and he doesn't. It's all fake. So we've been investigating Mckamy Manor for a bit now. And a good amount of people are watching our videos. And one person in particular that reached out was Russ's filmer, Cecil.
Hey, everybody.
And he was there during my tour and he didn't like me very much, but it was actually super funny. And I enjoyed.
That's the guy that's like, Mentos. And the guy's like, oh, are we sponsored by Mentos? No. How you doing, Cheryl? So this guy was trying to like have a legit conversation. He's like, I think he'll do really good because here's some of his accolades, some of the stuff he's done in the past. The guy's like, hey, Jeanette. And he just like looks at it. It was a very funny moment.
You haven't got there yet. What can you not understand? This is the big boy tour. This is the big boy tour.
So the point of this is Cecil actually reached out to us. We got on a FaceTime call. And this
that's another kink thing. He makes them dress up in these onesie suits.
He had to say.
I just wanted to clear my name that I've left everything. I promise y'all, I am no longer part of it. I don't want to be a part of that shit no more. I'm not in the group. I'm not on the page. I'm not nothing. Actually, my kids have seen what y'all YouTube and they see me on there and they are really, really, well, they just really disown me right now at this point. It's really.
Oh no, so he's done. He's done.
A lot of family problems. I really want my kids back. I really want my relationship back with my kids.
Yeah, basically his kids stopped talking to him because they saw our videos of like what's really happening at Mckamy Manor, and they were like, we don't want any part of our dad because of what he's participating in. And he said it's completely lost connection with his kids, and so he really just wants to send a message to his kids that he's not with Mckamy Manor anymore, and he just wants his family back.
And also, I think he kind of didn't really know what actually goes on there. So I think he's a little like, oh, I'm just here to film and have a good time. Like, I don't think he knew. But after watching our series, I think he's understanding, and I think he's actually really happy he's out now. So there's something we've been keeping a secret from you guys.
Bug dude, have you been to Mckamy Manor? Obviously.
So there was actually another clause in the NDA contract that Ben and I changed. So the first thing was that we owe Russ McKamey $50,000.
By the way, here's Russ McKamey's response. He posted this all the way back. So this is probably recorded a while back, but he posted this on October 5th. And it says, I wanted to share this very eye-opening, unedited video of just a small sample of what the haters are all about. I'm sure recently you have seen the individuals trying to ride the MM coattails, just as the other hate groups do, looking for attention and clicks for their various sites. This is what these folks are all about right here. To the haters out there, do really think these two and their team are cool? This is not the first time they have crossed state lines for the purpose of causing trouble. Again, I wanted to show you exactly what these haters are all about. All the people who follow these types of people and groups, you might want to reevaluate what you think is cool. They continue to harass myself and other members of MM online and in person. They have hacked into our phones. They've made illegal recordings of conversations, come to our places of employment to cause trouble, to get content for their videos. This is what the hate group do. Do you think that really is okay? They are absolutely obsessed with myself and the manor, and this is an unedited video is a perfect example. I apologize for the lack of quality at times. My Wi-Fi is basically non-existent in my area. By the way, he does all these live streams with his phone. They were going to let the first contestant guy, I think it was Danny was the first one. They were going to let one of them go through, and then his phone died. So he's just like, you're done. You're out. You're done. Your phone died. So it's obviously a lot about the footage and the live stream.
$1,000 if we use the footage, and Ben ended up changing it to $1. But there was actually...
Oh, sorry, I didn't finish reading, did you? My lack of quality at times, my Wi-Fi is basically non-existent in my area. But I think it's important to see the firsthand what these types of folks are all about. You have to ask yourself, who does this kind of garbage, and who would actually support this sort of behavior is truly mind-boggling.
one more clause. It says that Russ Mckamy legally has to get pizza with us. And the only reason for that is because when Ben did his tour, he asked Russ this.
So, pizza? Yeah, we can meet up someplace.
And then I think he thought about it for like 30 seconds and then changed his mind.
I'll have to say no right for me, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry guys.
Yeah, so Ben was pretty upset with that. He wanted to get pizza with Russ. So Ben just thought it'd be pretty funny to add it into my NDA contract that now he's legally obligated to get pizza with us.
I am, Chris. No, I'm going to take a rain check. I appreciate it.
And then we had to call him out this time because like it's legally binding that he has to get pizza with us.
That's right, not Austin.
Pizza, though? Is it like legally contracting that we get pizza afterwards?
I don't think it's legally contracting to get pizza. I mean, it all depends on how the situation went, but I'm just not in the pizza mood right now.
No,
you understand, right?
We changed, we added extra clause in Danny's little contract that said, because you denied pizza afterwards, it said, I agree that I will get pizza with Ben and Danny after Danny's tour. So legally, we got to get pizza.
I don't know. Maybe later on, guys. Maybe later on. Right now, I got to just kind of chill out.
Do you think he's saying that because he's a little confused at this point? Because like I don't think he read the contract and knew that we changed it.
Yeah, but he did sign it, and I think he's talking about like he's like, oh, even though I am contractually, I think he's trying to like talk his way out of it. Like, oh, maybe you guys can let this one slide because I don't feel like I'm in the pizza mood. We're little sticklers, aren't we? And we're like, that's a breach of contract if you don't get pizza with us.
There you go. That's my breach of contract.
What? We gotta get pizza. It's legally binding. It says in the contract.
So I think we fully stunned him. Like he didn't even know what to say. Like I said, we're always one step ahead of Russ.
Clearly they are trolls. Like this is troll-like behavior, but this guy's a fucking weirdo, and he's the one who didn't read the contract.
Like no normal person would laugh about breaching contract. It's not a laughing matter. Like he did something very, very illegal by not getting pizza with us, and he's just laughing it off. So you can tell he's confused because that's no laughing matter that he just completely went against contract.
And it just kind of got awkward after that. So then he was just like,
all right, gents.
Dang, you're a break contract, not get pizza?
Not today. Not today. Not today.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. See you later, guys.
All right, see you later, guys.
This is only the beginning of us trying to get Russ to have pizza with us. We're not giving up, Russ. You are going to have pizza with us, even if you like it or not. It's going to happen.
Yeah, even if he doesn't like it, he's going to get pizza with us.
Yeah.
We're going to make sure he likes it, though, because we're going to get his favorite flavor. We'll pay for it. We'll treat him. It'll be very, he is going to like it. But even if he doesn't like it, he's still going to get pizza.
Yeah, but we're going to leave it on a cliffhanger.
Even if he doesn't want to talk, I will get silent pizza with him, and that counts, too. But
oh, yeah. So let's just practice. You're Russ. Just imagine it's me and you right here.
Silent pizza.
Eat pizza. Wow, this is good pizza.
Really good.
Yep.
If that happens, we're cool with that as well, Russ. So if you guys watch this video all the way through, I think you can understand basically everything about.
And then this is the video that he posted. So because we've been following this, obviously been there. This is the video that he posted. I don't know if we'll be able to watch it all. It's 42 minutes, but here we go. This is where the guys show up and go through it. And basically they didn't do anything to him. Like they didn't go there. And like the first guy that went, he just made him exercise for a long time. Then when he couldn't exercise anymore, he couldn't carry around 50 pounds of dog food on his belly anymore. He's like, okay, you quit then. They're like, we'll let you keep going. So they let him keep going. Then they sprayed water in his face. They waterboarded him. They're like, you quit then. And he's like, what about the rats? You quit. We'll let you keep going. Then they put him in the box where they were drowning him over and over again. Then the phone died. They're like, you're done. But the second guy that came, when he started doing all the exercise, he did it for, I don't know, 30 minutes of all the exercise. He's like, can we do something more than this?
The police have been called.
I'm on Twitch. Should I go to Kick or does it matter? You're not on Twitch. There's no show on Twitch.
Off the property.
Police have been called.
Off the property.
I'm here for my tour.
Off the property. Call 911 again, guys.
This is Kick.
You're trespassing off the property.
Look at him.
Off the
He's
property.
telling his chat to call 911.
Off the property. Off the property now. Off the property now.
I was told that.
All right, call 911 one more time for me. Off the property now.
I'm confused.
Off the property now.
Why would I?
Off the property now.
Chat.
You're
we
on
can see
my
the
property.
chat too.
Off the property.
Why is he not
now.
leaving? What's going on?
Off the property now.
I'm so confused.
Off the
This guy's
property
such a
now.
douche.
Call 911 right now, guys. All right, got it. Off the property now.
If you watch the videos of them going, it's basically
on
like
my property. You're trespassing on my property.
you can only do so much like physical stuff until you can't, right? And then once you can't, he's like, oh, you quit.
911,
That's the way he
folks.
wins every time.
You're off my
There's supposed to be like if you make it through, the reason a lot of people got interested in this, there's supposed to be like a $20,000 prize or some shit if you make it all the way through. he doesn't have $20,000. There's no prize, and he's not going to let anybody make it through. He either exercises you until you fucking your body gives out, or he says, "Oh, this is unsafe now. We're going to have to stop it." The one big hater guy, the wolf guy, he went through it and was like fired up, you know, talking smack, ready to go, doing all the exercises, whatever. And he's like, "We're going to have to stop this because I don't think you're doing good mentally." And it was just over. No one's ever going to win that prize, and he doesn't have it if you did.
Property now. Off my property now. You're trespassing on my property.
Oh, no, we're not trespassing.
Off my property now.
So,
his jacket still has a tag on it.
Off my property now. Do you understand? Off my property.
Oh, the cops are here. The cop. Thank God someone called the cops. That's very funny. All right, so he's doing the jumping jacks. Get started.
Call the police, quick. Call them out.
The most lovely 2MM official mods. They're just trying to make their little YouTube videos. They don't have enough sense to know.
Out here.
Thank God someone called the cops.
You guys are going to get.
It's the other YouTuber.
Off my property now. Off my property now.
He shows up dressed up as a cop. By the way, he looks so short.
Mckamy Manor.
That's something I would do. I think that's a good dick move. Like when he's screaming, "Call the cops," and you show up as the cops. Your buddy shows up as the cops.
Off my property now.
And so
impersonating an officer on Danny. Let's get him, boys. They're going to arrest him now.
I think I'm going to have to arrest you. Really? Yeah. You still for trespassing, really? Arresting you for being...
Megan, call him now.
Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna arrest you for being too sexy. I have that exact same tearaway officers. I knew this was coming. I have the exact same breakaway police officer's outfit. Mariah makes me wear it on Tuesdays while she sleeps silently beside me, but she feels safer. I have a baton.
Got it. Okay.
I am not a cop.
Let them know now.
Legal. I'm a stripper.
He said impersonating an officer. He said, "I'm not a cop. I'm a stripper."
Off the property now.
We got to cover Derek Johnson, but this is hilarious.
Now.
What would have been even better if he would have said, "I'm going to have to arrest you. I'm going to give you to the count of 3." And he just said 1, 2, and then on 3, if they all would have ripped off their clothes and been in banana hammocks.
You guys are really blowing it. You know that? You're really blowing it. You're really blowing it.
I got a rat.
Danny's wiener is burnt into my mind, and that girl in the diaper. Oh, they had a contestant one time show up in a diaper because she was like, "All right, I didn't know if I was going to get to take bathroom breaks."
Take it to a rat race, Russ. 20 burpees right now. You got to count them out loud. You got it.
20 burpees. So he's Mckamy Manor. He's the dick slinger.
We got him.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
2.
People are going to tune into this and they're going to be like, "Derek Johnson." And then they're going to see cheetah print dick fucking swinging.
Yeah, this is fun.
Rootin' Tootin' Derek Johnson.
20 burpees. 4.
All right, let's skip ahead and see what this is. Then we'll go to Derek Johnson. Oh, no.
Daddy was. Okay.
So I'm officially telling you.
Oh, she's the pizza girl. She's got pizza taped all over her.
You to leave the property as well. The police are on the way.
No, I'm a stripper. You can't impersonate a police officer. So guys, it's time to come clean. This is actually part of your...
They even got a siren going in the background. You can barely hear it, but he's got a siren over there on his car or something.
I'm just
but what about my tour?
I'm working for you. If you want me to keep dancing, I'm going to keep...
What about my tour?
It says right here, taking 1 bite of pizza. So it does say that we get to... basically do Mckamy Manor until you do the safe action. So
the contract says that they can do whatever they want and continue to participate in Mckamy Manor until he officially has pizza with them. God, how long does it take him to leave? The police are not coming. What'd that comment say? Oh, goddamn. Where'd the mechanic come from? Can't even look you in the face, bunch of idiots. Is their car broke down? That would be sad. Please tell me they pretend their car won't start and then a mechanic pops out of nowhere.
AAA people. No. Well, pizza's not that good. It's really stale. I enjoyed it.
He goes to pop the hood. But wait, does he say the car won't start? Does he say it?
What do you think I'll say?
12 seconds and I'm not fucking flat.
He just doxed you, Russ.
This is not what I planned.
There's one up the street. So.
At some point, they got to find out the car doesn't work, right?
I don't know.
You don't have like a AAA or something?
I'm working right now.
Is Russ eating pizza? He sounds like he's chewing. Did he take a piece of pizza?
If you see what the pizza thing's about, show the live audience what the pizza's about.
I'll need it before the video goes away. We got their tag. It sounded like he was eating.
Which is, it says right here, taking one bite of pizza. So let's say that we get basically.
Is he just making mouth noises?
Oh, here, can somebody
All right, where's the mechanic come in? So the car's broke. Oh, there's the mechanic.
You know, they did good. Nice. Okay, I think we're yeah, basically it's still an act. This is just, we hired Nathan because we thought he did a good actor, because obviously you're the one going to Mckamy Manor, so yeah, wanted to, you're going to like, this is your show, you know, so because it's like more the Mckamy Manor.
That's their excuse to the police while they're there. There's there. See, it's a smoke bomb. You've got all the footage, Russ, neutral, and oh, they set off a smoke bomb to make it look like the car was smoking. They must be arrested and stop with this. Odd how his car breaks down at Russ's house, huh? Oh, there he is, a mechanic. Please tell me by the time this video ends, they got like 30 people there.
Is that the best you got?
Oh, he's making him carry dog food.
They're doing all they're coming on my property.
Oh no, the real cops are here. I'm sorry.
And they're doing anything and everything. There are people that took the tour before.
I know we're getting sidetracked. I promise I'm going to Derek Johnson. Give me just a second.
I am. They're leave the property. They're told they're trespassing, etc.
So he had to come put his bulletproof vest on. They're trespassing. Thank God the cops showed up, says Chris.
I don't care.
It's the only way they won't come back.
He got kicked out and he's been.
You want to press charges?
From taking tours and not authorized to be here any longer. No, today, a month ago, and then this one also. And now they're just harassing me at work. They're doing all they're coming on my property, authorized to be in way, shape, or form.
Daddy Hot Rod
And now they're harassing me
Chris.
at work. They're doing all.
So his name on TikTok is Daddy Hot Rod _ Chris.
They're coming on my property, authorized to be in way, shape, or form. No paper, that's all fake paperwork.
Everything's filed legally.
Get this from where to go.
From the IRS. It's from the IRS.
The IRS here.
You call them up.
I think the IRS will come back home. Weekend. Right. Okay. Look, I think I want you here. Okay. Just go. Let's make 10 times easier. You can't make a report, sir. Get them, you know.
But you're going to specifically have legal paperwork? You're not looking at legal paperwork?
Well, that's not paperwork I need.
What do you need then?
That doesn't sound from a judge, and I've got nothing to do with that paperwork. Right?
Oh, you're talking to a judge. Okay, so if we go to
The guy who sleeps like a baby because he poops in a diaper. Basically, that's him. So he's just the cops being pretty cool. Can you guys just leave, make it easier on everybody? You know, no one wants to start like putting people in cuffs or whatever. Like they had to know they were eventually going to have to leave once the cops showed, right?
Okay. We just didn't get called out here. Just get called out here. I'm assuming, right? Okay. We're talking about him.
Yeah, if you look up Mckamy Manor, we
need to do something.
Conversation on the street center.
You go out straight. You won't take. Come back on the property.
I mean, that's the rest of the document.
Go out in the street if you want to. You come back on the property, you're trespassing.
What that's there, really. I'm not really honest with you, okay? IRS, whatever. I don't care. Okay.
He can't. So a cop can't come out there and arbitrate a contract. If you have a court order, he can read and he can usually even call the judge. But a contract or any type of other legal document like that, a cop can't arbitrate it. He's just got to go off of, you know, this guy owns the land. He's asking you to leave.
They're not going to come out here. They're not going to stand up for you out here on Saturday. Okay?
Come back with
100%.
You don't like I love narrating corn. That's what I do.
One second. Did you know they were coming?
No. Yes. No, these guys. He was part of a tour today. This guy right here was part of a tour.
One second.
This guy was part of a tour, and we found out that he was. Oh, it was. It was supposed to be today, but we found out that he was part of this whole hate deal. So we kind of just played them a little bit, and now they showed up.
Mckamy Manor, we're owners. We don't hate the company we own.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not like this horse. I think he's getting the car. Let's not like this horse. Get the car. Let's go. Okay.
Take it.
Well, why not bring it if you don't want it?
They're not all still clothed. Okay.
Take the dog food.
Some of them are still clothed.
I know that one I just opened, but that one's not.
No, I don't want it.
Well, he's the one.
They still try to give him the dog food. That's what it costs to enter the manor or whatever. Bag of dog food. Even when me and Mariah watch porn together, I'm like, watch this. Pause it just a second. Let me tell you what's going on here.
You get your deposit back, absolutely.
Did you know that stuff is called truffle butter? The term truffle butter comes from, and then I give the etymology of it.
I went through the whole tour and you never even my deposit back. I asked you about it.
You get a lawyer for, and you sue him. Yes, 100%. Okay.
Get a lawyer and sue.
Okay.
Not a cop. Another cop. That's small town police for you. 30 cops will show up before it's all said and done. So they continue their conversation in the road, and there you go. All right, Derek Johnson. That's what the updates have been lately about Mckamy Manor. We will catch up on that again, and we might even talk about it on the Patreon show afterwards. Let's go to Derek Johnson's Twitter page or TikTok page, and I'll just pull it over here. Rattle Trap 1776. Here we go. I think I went back all the way to like 4 or 5 days ago. All right, so we're tracking planes, tracking a lot of planes, I guess, here. So we're tracking planes all day, every day since 50 U.S. Code 1550 under military occupancy. Old turd who lies about who he sends to Gitmo told my POC nothing happening at Gitmo or Guam. Politics, Mr. Flesvig. That's the same guy that we have the email from that said Derek Johnson will never go there because he's a conspiracy theorist, not a media personality. Doesn't know shit from Shinola. Keep playing politics. I have quite a few of these on file, and he has I guess a plane that flew to Gitmo. Just because a plane flies there doesn't mean shit. But the guy Ron Flesvig is the guy who said he'll never be able to go, right? It's not an operation. They're just training. Canada leaving Okinawa, following U.S. to Guam. Definitely not 50 U.S.C. 1550. Well, no, it's not. 50 U.S.C. 1550 is about the president reporting military action to the Congress. But it's probably is training. If Canada and a U.S. counterpart are working together and flying to Guam on a special air, like it probably is training. It's not only an order where the president it's only an order where the president declares war. It's only the order that the president reports to defense committees the use of military force and support partner forces. It's only an order that hasn't been terminated. If only those who call us crazy knew terminology and would read books. Bullseye American flag. Then he shows, it says evac, type of evacuations. He shares a document with us. We can grab it, I guess. Oh, Derek Johnson and his military jargon. Casualty evac. Why are we doing casualty evacuation? Is it because their call sign was EVAC? Evac 1? They could be that call sign for any number of reasons, Derek. What you mean the Department of Defense have to request permission to enter a restricted area? And he shows this post, Special Flight Rules Area, SFRA. The Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Area Special Flight Rules Area is roughly a circular area with a 30 nautical mile, about 33 statute miles, radius around Washington, D.C. and surrounds the Flight Restricted Zone, FRZ. The Leesburg Executive Airport is located on the boundary of the SFRA. Failure to follow these procedures may result in interception by military aircraft and or the use of force. This applies to all aircraft operating within the SFRA, including DOD, law enforcement, and aeromedical operations. Of course, everybody has to have permission to fly around D.C. What? You mean the DOD have to request permission to enter a restricted area? Yeah. Derek's mind is fucking broken. Okay, he's so goddamn retarded. Why wouldn't medevac, DOD, law enforcement have to? Everybody has to ask permission. Are you kidding me? If you've got your fucking if you got your telltale on or your fucking transponder on, and you're flying a military plane, and you got your transponder on, and you're working with fucking a dispatcher out of somewhere, right? An air traffic controller, even for like any type of restriction, temporary flight TFRs, you have to get permission. You have to know what the obstacles are. You have to know what the baseline, what the floor is, and what the maximum altitude is, and what the restriction is. And you can fly through there. They're not going to stop you, especially if you're doing some type of military operation. But you got to have permission, or it's less about permission at some points and more about knowing what the hazards are, right? Anyways, we're gonna go into the dress uniform. Let's see what he's got here. The petticoat, coat, all weather, officer insignias. He's gonna show somebody wearing it. Then what do we get? Oh, more people wearing it. The worst part of all this, instead of listening to an actual veteran showing Army regulations manual on uniform, civilians will take the longest road to a pedestrian for a short answer from those who have not the slightest clue of what the simple blueprint is. What are you talking about? This guy's head clearly blew off. Like, there's no reason he wouldn't have his cover on. What's he's supposed to break rank and run and get it? Is that what he should do? You think? You think he should run and fucking get it, Derek Johnson? Then he shows some people in blues. I don't know why he's showing people in blues and blacks. There's different uniforms at different times, and there's some that are approved and some that are not approved. And during a transition period, you can wear both. You can wear both uniforms, whether they're dress or not. You can wear both uniforms until the transition period's over, and then you have to have the new kind. And they'll issue your first set of the new kind, but if you want more, you have to buy them. Yeah, he doesn't use his veteran status except every time he gets a chance to use his veteran status. And when those same civilians and pedestrians say, why does it matter? That's past us now. It matters because it's an operation. Nothing is past. This is why it matters. The uniform is sacred. It's not stitched for selfies and looking cool. Oh, really? It's not stitched for selfies and looking cool? Derek Johnson, did you forget? Did you forget that you wore yours after years after being out of the military? Hold on. After years out of being out of the military, you wore yours looking like a goddamn fucked up, looking like a soup sandwich over here, motherfucker, to your graduation. Your weird graduation shit. Oh, I'm not in that group anymore. Where'd the Exposing Derek Johnson group go in? Why am I not in it? I was trying to find the photo, but I guess I'm not in the group anymore. Or maybe they closed that group and that's a different group. That's weird. Let me try this. Let me open up my page and see if I can get in it. No, I guess I'm still not in it. Exposing home wreckers. That's not it. That's for sure not it. Weird. I guess I got banned from the group. I don't know. Anyways, he's got a picture of him in his military uniform, and it says something about it's great to be in the military and leadership and a bunch of stupid shit. Like it's very, very fucking weird. He looks like he's all sorts of fucked up. Like his uniforms looks all jacked up and shit. And this is years after he got out of the military. Years after he got out of the military. Like why would you have this? Why would you put on if it's not for selfies, it's not for pictures, it's not for looking cool? why would you have this picture with you at your graduation trying to look cool? Kind of weird. I might actually have the photo. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Let's see if I got his uniform photo and then we'll move on. I got 2 videos. That's not it. I got some screenshots. This classic clip everybody loves.
When a soldier writes to you with a pistol in their mouth that they were going to commit suicide and your music took the pistol out of their mouth, fuck you!
Oh shit. What about or the medals that he lied about fucking having? When he has an AAM, an Army Achievement Medal, and he boasts about having an ARCOM. Was that for looking cool, or was that for selfies or something, Derek? Where was that? What was that from? Seems kind of weird that you changed the award you got. An AAM is a much lower award if you don't know. And he changes that into an ARCOM? Why would you change that into an ARCOM? You didn't earn an ARCOM. Why would you change that in your own fucking post? Seems kind of weird. Here he is, an image with his AAM. Right? Army Achievement Medal, AAM. But then here he is listing it as an ARCOM. Kind of strange, isn't it, Derek Johnson? Army Commendation Medal. But that's not what you have. That's not the same award. That's not what you have. Weird. Oh, is this because maybe he lost some of his memory because he was tortured by Obama soldiers, you think? You think that kind of got him flustered when he was tortured by the Obama soldiers while he was in, and that's the only reason they tortured him out of there? Could be it. What is going on? Why won't that open? Oh, there it is. It just opened a fucking smaller for some reason. Look at this douchebag. Oh, he's rough. Derek Johnson looking, Derek Johnson look. I just read Brad Barton's name in my email, and I was like, I used the wrong name. No, Derek Johnson looking fucking rough, dude. I don't know if I can commend that, brother. Looking strange. Anyways, back to his Telegram. No Trader Ron, nothing going on in Guam. No Trader Ron Flesvig, nothing going on in Guam. So I guess maybe he's writing a new song. Who knows? I have quite the file of aircraft in and out of Guam the past few months. I've got enough to prove old Ron's liar and needs to be investigated by Chapter 18 of the Law of War Manual, even though he's actually working at a civilian capacity and can simply hear, "You're fired, 100%. So he's talking about Ron Flesvig, which is the guy who we got the email from that had again denied Derek Johnson's attempt to go to Gitmo. But here he keeps telling people he's been approved. He's never been approved. He's been denied multiple times. And the guy openly said he's not coming. He's not a member of the media. He's a conspiracy theorist. And the things that he thinks is happening here are not. We are not inviting him. But when he goes to his fucking bullshit, he's like, oh yeah, we're going there. You know, we just wait. There was nothing going on in August. We couldn't go then. Okay. How about a call sign JAG leaving Al-Assad Air Base in Iraq, heads towards Egypt, then to Greece? What does this prove? What does this prove? We the people don't solve past problems and issues for the future. If it takes seeing a folder inscribed with the president versus current bipartisan unique legislation, which has shown who's in charge for 7 straight years. If patriots don't start learning terminology to apply how military and government operates, the future won't sustain very long. 4 more years of Trump or 12 total years of military occupancy and draining the swamp won't do anything if patriots don't know how to advance their sacrifices and clean out. It is clear, it's in clear current bipartisan, so he doesn't do laws and orders anymore. He does bipartisan legislation, spelled out easy as pie, P-I-E. Nothing is easy when people don't read or can't comprehend what they're reading because they don't know the language and terminology. If anybody's misreading all of this, it's Derek Johnson. Learning those takes initiative, time, and patience. Saying nothing is happening or I don't believe that doesn't mean a thing. Well, you haven't proven it. I can't prove it's not happening. You have to prove it is happening, and you haven't done that. It simply only proves who choose to remain ignorant and in denial. It's the same patriots who are following the pretty face pedestrians who talk big talk, use big vocabulary, but do not speak any of that legislation. Every military doesn't use this terminology. Everyday military doesn't use this terminology. Nobody in the military uses this terminology. White hats, black hats. Nobody in the military uses white hats, black hats. Intel, yes. Major intel drop, hell no. Bombshell info, nope. A quote, I've got intel, my intel says. They also don't use civilian. We do use the word intel, you fucking retard. They also don't use civilians who've never been in the military to give intel to, especially civilians with public criminal records. Don't insult the integrity of the military and service with that thought. There may be some former military who are talking in general with pedestrians, trying to act on their sliver of time and service and experience, making some civilian think it's intel simply because the civilian doesn't know anything about military and operations, plus laws and orders and how they coincide. And that's dangerous. It's also misleading Americans when it's not necessary. Everything is publicly available. Q is not everyday military. Q and things of that nature shouldn't be in one's itinerary until one knows basic military and government terminology, lingo, functions, operations, legislation, acts, codes, regulations, and customs. There's whatever. The basic comprehension of this biblical, monumental, historic operation isn't in someone who's been convincing themselves of what they think or believe for years simply for the fact they've been on a platform for years. The basic premise and comprehension comes from empowering yourself with the tools given to buy the military and government at all levels. There's more than enough that's private and secret that's not publicly available for the safety and security of all. But what's publicly available is self-explanatory. The more patriots who read what's in place, the quicker you empower yourself, your family, your friends, and your future. Plus, you fulfill your duty for future generations. God didn't place me in your life for me and a podcast. I'm fulfilling my oath and service to this nation due to the integrity. You know what you could have done to fulfill your oath and service to this nation? You could have just fulfilled your contract of service to this nation. That'd have been cool. Due to the integrity of that oath, the rights and duty outlined in the Declaration of Independence, and God's duty for us to be good stewards of his planet and to further it for those to come. The meme says, be grateful for people who risk not being liked by telling the truth. There's an African proverb that says, the speaker of the truth has no friends. Here's a list of names that 99.9% reading have never heard of. 100%. Stephanie Quayle, Matt Stell, the Desert City Ramblers, Tenile Arts, Rain Johnson, James Dupree, Ashley Barron, James Robert Webb, Grace Asbury, Larry Fleet, Tim Duggar, Bobby McClendon, Pryor and Lee, Chris Cruz, Teddy Robb, Tom Sexton, Robert Counts, Bobby Willis. Now let's look at an example of pure and sheer ignorance. Someone who didn't get a puppy growing up. Flaming shit emoji. A whopping 15 followers. Really? Setting the world on fire. So now it's about how many followers you have. But when he talks to his audience, it's not about how many followers he has. Unless it is about how many followers he has. Then it's not about the money unless it is about the money. Then it's not about Gitmo unless it is about Gitmo. It changes all the time. He has no fucking moral standing. Someone says, kind of full of yourself for someone who has to explain with a bunch of jibber jabber why no one can actually find any of your songs on any Billboard chart. This is where he's like, there's a different chart. There's a different chart. I'm the only veteran on it. It's a different chart. So then he looks him up and is like, oh, you have 15 followers? They've never made a post. They've never made a post. How many followers do you want them to have? Country music is a, quote, industry. The word industry is equivalent to the word love. Misused, overused, abused, twisted, manipulated, and butchered. That industry has a system. That system has a format. 99.9% of mainstream country music fans are puppets, even as fans. Fans don't love their favorite artists because they're great. They love them because that's what the system and the format tells them to love. Why don't you just make a system or a format to tell people to love your shitty music? Their warrior. I know that system and format like the back of my eyelids, but you can't use it. I went around that system and went straight to Billboard. The other one. Not the one the other one. Independent artists cannot compete long-term with the system because the system is rigged. When you know too much, the people who run that system play very dirty politics. In 1990, country music radio changed to a different format. Before the internet, the Billboard chart was published in Country Music Magazine and Country Weekly with the top 60 displayed to the public. With the internet boom and secrets slowly emerging, especially with streaming services, the Billboard chart now only shows top 20. Well, maybe no one looked at the bottom 40 of that top 60. You can hit a number 21. You can have a number 21 hit, and people didn't have a puppy growing up can make their dumbasses known to the world because the industry doesn't want to lose their asses, and they're now down to top 20. So is it because you're 21 or because I didn't get a puppy? Wait a second. Is it because that you're number 21 or because I didn't have a puppy? Because those things seem disconnected. The Billboard Country Airplay is the only chart major labels have on their desk that they score their artists' number one hits with. Well, it depends. Again, it depends. There's multiple charts. If we're talking about the Airplay chart, it depends on what you can. There's different charts. Okay. Yeah, the Airplay chart literally goes off airplays. How many registered airplays they have. There are other charts as well, but when someone says that I'm on the country Billboard top 20 or number 1 or number 50, they're usually not talking about a chart with like 5 fucking caveats attached to it. Only white men, only streaming in Alabama, only on a less than 300 kilobit per second connection. But Derek Johnson's always talking about it with a caveat. The Billboard Country Airplay is the only chart major labels have on their desks that they score their artists' number one hits with. It's not the Hot Country Songs chart, which is a download chart. Hot Country Songs is a number of downloads. It's not bad, but it's not what labels use. I would say that, now this is just a guess, but I would say that labels probably have one they prefer, but they probably look at a roundabout, like you can't tell me that maybe I'm not on the Airplay list, but I've had the number one downloaded song for 2.5 years, the same fucking single, and they're going to be like, no, that's not on the Airplay list. That they probably have one they prefer, but I would say they look at more than one. It would be silly not to. They'd be dumb not to. Any artist who is on Billboard's country airplay is going through the same format and repertoire that the top 20's doing. All those names listed above have all charted Billboard, and 99% of country music fans who grew up without receiving a puppy have never heard of. What is the deal with the puppy, dude? What is the Does my puppy listen to shitty music, and then I overhear it? Is that how we train our puppy? Is by playing shitty music? I don't know what's the puppy deal. So when you leave a crap stain on my page, you crap on them as well. Crapper, craphead. I'm fighting to bring integrity back to the country music industry. I thought you were fighting for your honor and service and some shit that you fucking bailed out on the first time you were in the military. Now you're fighting to bring integrity back to country music. Country music industry that was murdered 20 years ago. Hence, George Strait and Alan Jackson's Murder on Music Row. So the song Murder on Music Row is about how country pop is rising and traditional country is kind of taking a backseat to a more modern country. Music Row is an actual area in Nashville. And it's kind of like the epicenter of like live music and record labels and shit. Like, it doesn't talk about the loss of integrity. It's talking about how like old country's kind of moving out of the way for like a country pop, like a newer country. It says nothing about the integrity of country music. They weren't talking about the past. They were predicting the future. That's the exact opposite of what they were doing. They were talking about now and how it was changing. 100% accuracy. Look at how fans act over music. Oh, goddamn. Now we're going to get the actual charts out. Derek Johnson, right beer right now. Star Farm, Nashville. Derek Johnson, real cool, kind of hot. Derek Johnson. Oh, there he is. Sucks to suck. Don't make me break out the actual emails from my agents. Empty and lonely basement fools with no puppies. Anyone who photoshops that with their name, with those names, can be sued off their ass. Billboard is an organization. You're dumb, right? Like, I'll put my name all over this motherfucker. You're telling me that someone's going to show up and sue me? Shut the fuck up, you stupid motherfucker. Nothing like showing people truth in a world of dirty politics and corruption. He doesn't even show us anything here. I guess we're going to have to do it ourselves. Got to be down somewhere down here at the bottom, right? Simi Kershaw, Dylan. Oh, is he not even on this one? I didn't even see him. Is that why there's not a big giant arrow saying, look at me, I'm over here? Oh, there it is. Derek Johnson, real cool, kind of hot at 50. Or currently, is that the current spot? Yeah, 50 is the most recent spot. But the weeks before, it was 49, 49, 53, 56. What else does it say here? What are these other metrics? On, ad, plays, TD, TA. Okay. Why does it have 0 fucking plays? Oh, 256 plays, maybe. Yeah, 256 plays. He has 256 plays. Is that for real? Because the leader has over 4,000 plays. It seems like you're way off the mark. How can you only have 256 plays? Sounds really low. Oh, well. Derek Johnson's in there, I guess. Oh, is this the zoomed in version? Real cool, kind of hot. Derek Johnson at 50. At 50. Sammy Kershaw's official Facebook. Oh, okay, so he pulled the image from Sammy Kershaw's Facebook. Trolls, make sure you go to Sammy's official page and let him know Derek Johnson is on the Billboard chart he posted. Call him a dumb coon ass while you're at it. Louisianans love that. Got it? In 5 seconds, I could tell the country music industry secret, but unfortunately, the average mainstream country music fan wouldn't appreciate it. So I'm using the system against the system. Hence why I post about producing artists. In 5 minutes, he could expose it all, but you wouldn't understand it no ways. So he's not going to. He has 1,400 monthly listeners on Spotify. Yeah, it can't be much. These charts are from 2020. Yeah, I don't think he's saying they're current. But yeah. For those who don't know who Sammy Kershaw is, shut the fuck up. You think somebody's going to know who Derek Johnson is and not know who Sammy Kershaw is? Kick rocks, motherfucker. Sammy Kershaw's Wikipedia page. Doesn't he yell at people for using Wikipedia? Every time I post a fact and truth, I lose 15 to 25 followers. What are you bragging about here? Every time I make a post, I lose 25 followers. This nation, some sensitive people out there. What are you bragging about? Dude, if I posted every time I post a video, I lose 50 followers. I would not. There's no way I'd post that. I'd be afraid to show up to the nation. I'd be too embarrassed to show up. Balls and hors d'oeuvres. Look out. Oh, wow. Derek Johnson showed me 18 new country singers I've never heard of till tonight, and I can't add to my playlist. And he showed actual proof via Sammy Kershaw's official post in 2020 that he was actually on the Billboard chart, and I just can't take it when he calls out a troll and shows them the facts with actual proof. This is a hell of a run. Shooting in action movies when the villain fires, when the hero fires. Another spoiler alert. Negative 23 coming right up. Actually, lost 45 followers for showing those actual facts above. He lost 45 followers. What kind of, and who keeps up with that? I couldn't tell you if I lost 45 followers since my last post. I don't even know what the fucking number is. And his number's way bigger than mine. It's over 153,000. And he's keeping up with 45 followers. Laws and flaws. What kind of person doesn't stand up for their name, achievements, hard work, and beliefs? People who unfollow those who do. Uh-oh. I bet you a drink, this one who unfollowed tonight. Celebrating the road to every drunk's doorstep. I challenge every professing Christian who fears the Bible to find positive themes in Scripture about strong drink. Do it. You might pride yourself on grasping the heaps of writings constituting legislation, local and state and federal government, military code, and the principles that bind how this functions. But don't think for a moment that the God of the Bible hasn't more clearly revealed his intents about man's life. All the way down to things like strong drink. So again, are you the Christian or are you the right beer right now guy? Take notes, hypocrites. Cal Smith, the Lord knows I'm drinking. I'd rather not. Hello, Mr. Johnson, you self-righteous... What? Hello, Mrs. Johnson. I'm sorry. Hello, Mrs. Johnson, you self-righteous woman, Sunday school teacher. What brings you out slumming? Do you reckon the preacher would approve where you are standing here visiting with a backsliding Christian in a neighborhood bar? Well, yes, that's my bottle, and yes, that's my glass, and I see you eyeballing this pretty young lass. It ain't none of your business, but yes, she's with me, and we don't need no sermon. You self-righteous woman, just let us be. The Lord knows I'm drinking. The Lord knows I'm drinking and running around, and he don't need your loud mouth informing the town. The Lord knows I'm sinning. The Lord knows I'm sinning, and sinning ain't right, and sinning ain't right. But me and the good Lord's gonna have us a good talk later tonight. That's not how Christianity's supposed to work. It's not supposed to be like, I know I'm sinning, but I'll pray for it later. Right now I'm trying to get drunk. That's not how it's supposed to work. Speaking of Bill Anderson, here's a throwback to 2011. You're a goofy looking motherfucker, dude. You're a goofy looking motherfucker. You look like a fucking, like a retarded plant blossom that never fucking opened. It's just like your stem and your tiny little fucking head. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. You look like a retarded motherfucker. Look at this next one. Look at this goofy piece of shit. I don't care if that was Jesus Christ right here. You're a goofy looking fucker. God damn. Tell me you were homeschooled without telling me you were homeschooled, you creepy looking motherfucker. Jesus Christ. That comb over, though. Where's that come from? Jesus Christ. What is this? Notice the all access lanyard. Yeah, you can buy those, Derek. What are you trying to say? You sucked his dick for it? I don't know what you're trying to tell you. Uh-oh. Look out. It says, I wasn't always a artist-songwriter. Once upon a time, I was the agent. Sure, I'm sure you've been an agent for some amazing acts. I'm sure. What's that? Well, you got that one lesbian that you produce for right now, right? He's got Bieber fever. Oh, my God. He does look like a 40-year-old man who's trying to be Justin Bieber. Well, all the kids are doing it. Diane. Oh, you goofy-looking son of a bitch. Look at this. He's all ears and teeth. I've never seen anything like it. I bet you his body's about 90% cartilage. He looks like that lesbian that sings it. I agree. That haircut. I wouldn't be surprised if his alter ego is the lesbian that he produces for. Just chilling in one of George Strait's old offices. Muy Bueno Publishing circa 2010. Oh, the stories and secrets I could tell, but I'm not going to. You wouldn't understand them. You wouldn't understand them. What a goofy motherfucker. And all he wants to talk about is this country lifestyle and working hard and blue collar. He ain't done none of that shit, dude. He couldn't even make it through the fucking contract he signed with the Army. Almost got kicked out there in basic training. Then went to, and only did it because his brother told him he could go back to college for free. Calls himself a wounded warrior and never seen fucking combat. He's a wounded fucking broke dick's what he is. What rutro? One slipped through the cracks. Shame, shame. Ukraine's supposed to be a no-fly zone, but old civilian plane just slipped right on out. Are you telling me you think there's zero traffic in and out of Ukraine right now? You're wrong. Fucking retard. Oh, that's the bottom of the tarmac picture. Be sure to tell your friends to keep those Facebook flags flying high. The country they can't put on the map. I don't need it. It's already on the map, Derek. Why would I put it on the map? Fools measure actions after they are done by the event. Wise men beforehand by the rules of reason and right. The former look to the end, to judge of the act. Let me look to the act and leave the end with God. Joseph Hall. How come those who yell the loudest cannot show via current bipartisan legislation that I'm wrong? We have. Again and again and again. Someone hopped on my TikTok the other day and was like, why don't you challenge him to a debate? I have been for 2 fucking years. I have been. All my followers have. They've been spamming his fucking email. And he just bans us. And doesn't even respond. He doesn't even say no. He just bans us. Doesn't even respond to it. They lie, slander, defame, trash my service, trash my oath, twist my words, screenshot moments in pics yelling. But they never can show you, the people, why the current bipartisan legislation and orders on .gov and mill sites don't say or mean what they actually say and mean. Yeah, I can. Every one of them. Every one of them. Every fucking one of them. For those of you who think Q is a conspiracy theory, I guess the .gov site need to update their Q&A. Back up a minute. You just mentioned a Q access authorization. What is that, and how does it relate to the top secret and confidential clearance terminology I'm familiar with? This was from a... hold on. Just a second. This was from an interview with... this is from the Department of Energy. Back up a minute. You just mentioned a Q access authorization. What is that? And how does it relate to the top secret, and confidential clearance terminology I'm familiar with? It's top secret, and confidential security clearances refer back to the level of national security information to which an individual may have access. Because DOE, Department of Energy, is granting access to restricted data and special nuclear material, it uses different terminology. Generally speaking, there are two types of access authorizations, the L and the Q. The L access authorization corresponds to the background investigation administrative determination similar to what is compelled by other agencies for confidential and secret national security information access clearances. And the Q access authorization corresponds to the background investigation administrative determination similar to what is completed by other agencies for top secret national security information access clearance. In addition, because RD information is more sensitive than NSI information, access to secret restricted data requires Q access authorization. Yeah. We know that. We know that. What we've always, I've always contended this, that a Q clearance is to the Department of Energy, and it has to do with fucking Department of Energy shit. Nuclear material. Nuclear power. That's it. I'm employed by a DOE contractor, and I currently have a Q access authorization. I just saw a job advertised in the paper that required top secret clearance. Based on what you just said, would the agency that advertised that job accept my Q clearance? Under the reciprocity guideline, that Q is equivalent to a top secret. The investigation required for a Q is the same as the one required for top secret. And with a Q, an individual can be given access to top secret national security information. NSI's national security information, by the way. If his or her duties require, unless the position in question has special requirements, your DOE Q should be accepted by the agency following that job in the same way that DOE would accept a top secret clearance for a position requiring a Q. He says, don't be too smart for the normies. God forbid there's more proof on a .gov site. This doesn't say that it's a secret military group that is actually running the country and sticking President Trump in as president and commander-in-chief when he's not president. It literally says for the Department of Energy for restricted data. To the Department of Energy. Rutro. When's the mainstream news going to tell their minions about these Chinese balloons? Well, that's a United States balloon. So, okay. Who knew that Hopium was showing Americans actual current bipartisan legislation via .gov and Millsite? Somebody told him it was Hopium. Learn something new every day. Cognitive dissonance in the United States alone is tragic. Keep following weaklings. Dropped 132 patriots in less than 24 hours. He's losing followers like crazy. 132 followers in 24 hours? This is why he's having this meltdown. By the way, this has all been, everything I've read has been over 2 days. I'll say it and I'll say it again for those in the back. I don't need validation from any official. Their legislation and actions with military orders already speak daily, 7 years and counting. Many do not deserve to be a patriot or Trump supporter. You don't deserve to be a patriot or Trump supporter. If you cannot handle a veteran standing tall and being tough in this thick as ticks on a deer cognitive dissonance in the greatest nation of all, with simply showing where Donald John Trump is acting CIC and is spelled out in legal terms. This dude's wild. Just because it's not layman's terms doesn't mean it's hogwash and not there. Aim higher, reach higher, learn the terminology. So what Derek Johnson does is he does read things, but he literally reads things with the intent already in his head of what they say, right? So when he reads into something, he's like, oh, Well, this order right here says Biden gave permission to the SecDef to report on his behalf. Also in this order, there's somebody that says, or there's a memo from Trump. So that means Trump's president. That's all he wants to hear. That's all he wants to do. Special counsel concerning thousands of boxes of documents. The thousands of boxes of documents. So sure, Trump. God damn, his Twitter shit is fucking crazy. I love how they've made this a meme. Hold on. I'll pull this over. I'm on Derek Johnson's Twitter right now. I love how they've made this a meme, and it says never surrender. While he's literally at the courthouse in Georgia surrendering. Imagine if this said, never turn yourself in. They'll never take me alive. This is the dumbest meme. It says mugshot right here, and then it says never surrender. You know what he did when he went to take this mugshot, right? He surrendered himself to the state of Georgia. He got released on his own recognizance, but he surrendered himself. Ah, yeah, it's about to get real, 100%. CIC Trump is officially back on Twitter. His first post since January 8, 2021. And what did Q say about when he returns to Twitter? Not shit. All Q's predictions were years ago, so none of them are current. Totally normal, not an operation going on. Why are there stuff flying around? Not a single one of us regrets not taking it. And in my second term, which is sort of happening right now, but I don't want the results, right? I don't want the results of the second term. This second term is a disaster for this country. War is ugly, and we're in it. We've been in it. It's declared in 50 U.S. Code 1550 has not been terminated. The Federal Continuity Directives 2017 National Security Strategy and other issues under the FCDs address disasters. Therefore, before, during, or after a catastrophic event. This is epic calm and still separates him as CSC versus president. They're separate. Thank you. They're not separate. They've never been separate.
The reason Crooked Joe and his thugs are trying so hard to stop me is that in my first term, I disrupted all of it. Oh, did I disrupt? That was called major disruption. And in my second term, which we're sort of having now, but I don't want the results, right? I don't want the results of this second term. This second term is a disaster for this country.
Like, they try to make this like some type of cryptic, like he's still in charge. He's retarded. What he just said is fucking retarded. He's fucking retarded. You all like because he uses cuss words and he talks like us. I want somebody smarter than me, motherfuckers. He's being retarded here. This is not his second term.
Second term, which we're sort of having now, but I don't want the results, right? I don't want the results of this second term. This second term is a disaster for.
Good, because it's not your second fucking term. You're not in charge of a goddamn thing.
This country. Reason Crooked.
You can't even keep your lawyers together, bro. Your lawyers are trying to leave you. Your company's being dissolved in New York. Like, you're not doing well.
You must know we're in a military occupancy. So let's play a game if Joe Biden was really president. 1, you must know we're in a military.
These are all old posts. I don't know how it got so old so quick. That's from August. Oh, maybe it's a repost or something. I have to view it in incognito mode because he's got me banned.
Military occupancy and a continuity of government.
Oh, wait, I might be able to do this.
To break that down. 2, Military Justice Act. Supreme Court clarified that military laws are separate from civil. President and Commander-in-Chief are 2 separate roles and duties, and then also clarified that the Commander-in-Chief is separate from the federal government. All right. That's
wrong. He starts off with two very strong lies, I guess.
And Congress declares wars. That's in the War Powers Resolution Act. That is 50 U.S. Code, Chapter 33, Section 1540.
All right, so I got some more. I guess some of them I can't see in incognito because when I go to my backup Twitter account, it does this. Let me close this one, and I'll open that one back up. Hold on. It does this. January 20th, 2021, CBS inauguration page. Why would it be an emotional farewell to his home state? Mainstream media says he's in Delaware a lot. An emotional farewell used to express good wishes on parting. Oh my God, he's dead. Perhaps a military funeral service he was about to receive. 3 cannons equals 3 volley salute. Wrong. Wrong. Again, wrong. It says one day before being inaugurated as the 46th president of the United States, Joe Biden becomes emotional as he delivers farewell remarks to his home state at the Major Joseph R. Bo Biden III National Guard Reserve Center. Why did he become emotional? Because he just won the presidency and he's talking about his son. Do you typically become emotional before you go to your own fucking funeral? What are you talking about? 21 gun salute. Why does he think that 3 volleys mean three cannons? It literally says it in the title. It says the 21 guns in this and what he's showing. It literally says he's wrong. The 21 gun salute is not to be confused with the 3 volley salute. Or what else do we call it? The 3 rifle volley. It doesn't say 3 cannons. Fucking retard. It says 3 rifles in plain text. Air Force Honor Guard for some reason. Uh-oh, zoom in. Quick. This guy's out of his fucking mind, dude. Out of his fucking mind. What? And it's crazy how they just keep continuing to be wrong and keep changing and changing and changing and changing, pushing the goalpost, right? Changing the goals, changing what they actually meant. He said he's going to Gitmo this summer, and he's like, nothing was going on. That I'm still going. When'd you go? It's been almost another fucking year now. Why haven't you went?
Mr. President, the Attorney General appointed a special counsel to investigate you, President Biden, and President Biden's son, Hunter, who was also indicted today. But I do want to
President Biden does not fall within the Presidential Records Act. And frankly, you don't ever hear.
President Biden doesn't fall within the Presidential Records Act. Yes, because what he's accusing him of would have happened when he was vice president and he wouldn't have been protected, or when he was a senator and he wouldn't have been protected. Not that he's not currently president. He can't currently be charged with having documents or something at his home or outside the office because he's still the fucking president.
Hear anything about the special counsel, but they gave me this deranged person named Jack Smith. He's a deranged lunatic. I fall within
There's no TV
the
app.
Presidential Records Act. It's very simple. It's a civil thing. In fact, the New York Times, of all institutions, did a story.
It's not what the 47 U.S. Code 606, we are under a wartime president code, and NDA mainstream media are showing you. It's because it's got the, what's it say, Sono call sign? Sono energy? What? You ever think it's just their fucking call sign and it doesn't mean anything? Does he think every fucking aircraft that's issued a call sign somehow calls up the Q fucking phone bank as like, well, you want us to put a call sign in as? What, you got a secret mission? What's the secret meaning? What's our secret call sign? What if they don't figure that out? Should we put 2 E's or 1 E and a backwards 3? I don't know. I get so aggravated talking about Derek Johnson. He's just such a piece of shit, dude. Oh, he's just such a piece of shit. The Air Force flies government officials in these modified Boeing 737s. As VIP aircraft go, none are as iconic as Air Force One. The U.S. president specially configured Boeing VC-25, the military version of the famous 747 jetliner, and its famous white, gold, and baby blue livery, and are instantly recognized around the world. What many people may not know is that Air Force One maintains a fleet of other diplomatic aircraft for VIP transport, including sometimes the president, the Boeing C-40. Based on the popular Boeing 737 narrow-body jet, the Air Force flies the B and C variants of the C-40. The Navy flies the C-40A, which is named the Clipper, while the Air Force C-40 is officially unnamed. The C-40 uses the fuselage of the Boeing 737-700 and strengthened wings and landing gear of the larger 737-800. It is also fitted with auxiliary fuel tanks, which give it a range of up to 5,000 nautical miles compared to the 737-700's standard range of 3,010 nautical miles. See how easy that was? See how easy that was? The C-40B is primarily used to transport combatant commanders, while the C-40C flies members of the presidential cabinet and Congress, as well as sometimes the president. Both variants feature advanced electronic suites, including integrated GPS and flight management system, electronic flight instrument system, and heads-up display. They are also fitted with enhanced weather radar and traffic collision avoidance system. The B and C models sport the same diplomatic livery reminiscent of Air Force One. The C-40B is described as an office in the sky for combatant commanders. It is fitted with communications equipment, which provides broadband data, video transmission, and receive capability, as well as clear and secure voice and data communications. This allows senior military leaders to continue working in flight. The C-40B even has an onboard internet, a local area network, and telephones, fax, and copy machines. The C-40C lacks the advanced communications capability of the C-40B. However, it still provides government officials with in-flight communication during the trips. Moreover, it can flex its passenger capacity from 42 to 111 depending on the mission. The C-40B has a passenger capacity of 26 to 32. It was a C-40C call sign SPAR 19 that flew House Speaker Nancy Pelosi from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia to Taipei, Taiwan on August 2nd, 2022 during her Asian tour. Notably, the flight tracking website Flight Radar 24 stated that SPAR 19 became the most tracked flight of all time, with over 2.9 million visitors tracking at least a portion of Pelosi's flight to Taiwan. There you go. Special Air Mission 052. Did anybody even say this was Air Force One? First of all, it's Air Force One. I don't give a damn if it's a Cessna and the president's on board. It's Air Force One. But was anybody saying that this was the president's flight? Special Air Mission. So who flew this? It's a Special Air Mission 01 United States Military 737-700 B-737. Oh, hex code SAM 052. $737-700. Was Biden on this, and that's why he's saying it's not Air Force? I don't even his arguments don't even make sense anymore. How come people believe military law in these cases but not everywhere else? This is 140 plus since June of 2017. Chapter 18 of the Law War Manual, cracking the whip. In what case versus what? Air Force charges 2-star general with sexual assault. Oh, yeah. Derek Johnson's one of these. Nobody can ever sexually assault anybody. If they never use Biden's name, everyone would know what's up. Don't overthink it. if they never use Biden's name, everyone would know aren't we supposed to all know what's up? Isn't that the point? Terminology matters. Today, in response to this Hamas attack on Israel and following detailed discussions with President Biden, so this is why. Don't overthink it. They have to use his name to keep you confused. I have directed several steps to strengthen the Department of Defense's posture in the region to bolster regional deterrence efforts. I have dedicated the movement of the USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group to the Eastern Mediterranean. Lloyd Austin, brace yourself. Another dadgum .gov site. Yeah, that says Biden. That says Biden. That says Biden. Hence why Biden has extended all CIC Trump executive orders. This guy's a fucking joke, dude. And then that stupid, what's that guy's name that is Trumpinator or something? That crazy motherfucker that tried to get me on board with him. He's like, I think we can expose these people. And then he went to being best friends with Derek Johnson. That dude seems fucking wild. I mean, that dude seems wild as fuck. No, his name's Trumpinator or some shit. You guys know who I'm talking about? He tried to hook up with me. He's like, I like what you do. I saw your Phil show. I believe a little bit more in what's going on behind the scenes, but I think together we could really expose these guys. We could really get in there and expose these guys. And then together he was like, but I'm going to have to make sure you're on my team. So I need to run a background check. Is there any way you could submit, your birthday and your full name? Trump the Destroyer. Yeah. You could submit your birthday, your full name, it was just like he was going to run a background check on me. What are you talking about? I wanted to see if it was even still here. You said it was the Destroyer, right? Let's kick. No. I feel like I used to have another inbox that was like stuff that, what was it? I had another inbox that was like, it was like all the message requests and shit. That's not it. Damn, I got too many old messages. I don't know where the fuck they're all at. He wanted me to team up to expose these people. And he might have been banned since then. Hell, I don't know. Yeah, I don't see him. It don't fucking matter. What I want to do is do this. Yeah, he's not even showing up when I just search his name. That's all right. Here we go. That's a good tab there. Here.
Do this before bed to
Ultra
stop receding
Trump
gums
the
and
Destroyer.
decaying
That's
teeth
what it's
before it's
called.
too late. 25%
Ultra
of
Trump
adults over
the Destroyer.
Welcome to the Ultra Trump the Destroyer show. We don't need fancy intros around here.
Was Derek catching a bug?
Welcome to the Ultra Trump the Destroyer show. We don't need.
It cuts into Derek I guess his parents won't let him yell too loud in their house. So Derek Johnson is outside on a lonely country road catching a bug. That's what we cut to. Derek Johnson catching a fucking bug.
To the Ultra Trump the Destroyer show.
Oh, you got
we
it.
Don't need fancy intros around here. I've got a lot of really awesome announcements. Really, really fun, awesome announcements. Some good, some bad, some happy, some sad. I got a lot of things cooking right now. But I want to say that I'm sorry SG couldn't make it, guys. I don't know if he wants me to say he was throwing up. I'm sorry, SG. He was not feeling good. I don't know if he wants me to say why, but
he got
not
scared.
Feeling good.
Morning sickness.
We truly appreciate him. He's done a really the last 2 videos. Do you know what these videos have done, Derek? Let me tell you before we get started. I have had cults be broken up because of our videos, because they watch, they know what I do. You know what I do, and there was one cult that was really bad, man. I'm not going to name it out because I don't want to get
what they're doing is they're breaking up cults.
People caught.
That's what they're doing.
What they did is there was this huge organization scamming people on a massive scale, med beds, this, that, the other thing. And they saw our show and they said something's wrong. So they made their own Signal app and then started for months siphoning people off of the platform. And then like all the people that wanted to really do humanitarian projects and really cared and were just tired of getting fucked, they're secretly, they're watching what the scammers are doing and they're fucking doing their own thing, really helping people. And that's the type of shit that's happening all day. When I'm not making shirts and I'm not doing this one monthly show, basically the show that we do once a month is enough to get me inside all these scam artist motherfuckers that rob old people and totally dismantle them. And I do want to make another announcement. I'm tired of the truther movement completely. I'm sick of it. It's sick. The people are addicted to the podcast and you're getting yourself sick. I'm going to keep doing the show. I'm going to keep having Derek on and SG, and that's going to be the day that I talk about this movement. The other day,
there he is, finally.
A different type of show. I need to
go out
with what I'm doing. It's depressing. I take on a lot with no Patriot left behind, a lot of sad stories, and I'm going to keep fighting the battle, and I'm going to still hold these truthers accountable. They're not getting away because I don't feel like making content. There's no real information about. We're all just guessing with our heads up our asses. These truthers committed a crime. They lied about things like med beds. They told old people you're going to go back 30 years. They told people you can walk out of the wheelchair. I had some of these truthers tell my wife to her face she's going to walk out of a wheelchair.
Yeah, high quality.
Listen, I'm not letting that go. God is certainly not going to let that go. I can't fully understand, Derek, why they just have been allowed to continue. Maybe it benefits the good guys.
I don't know if your wife is ever going to get out of the wheelchair and start walking again. I do know I've beat Mariah up so hard one time I put her in a wheelchair for a couple weeks, which is kind of hard to do with steps. But I don't know if you can do the opposite and maybe help her out. I'm not sure.
Guys, because they're still waking people up with certain.
See, a midget wrestler, basically.
Just a fucking optic, possibly. Is our whole movement one big optic for somebody else? Possibly. But at the end of the day, I need to do things that are fun, dude. I need to come on here. I want to talk about more than just this depressing shit all the time. I want to keep helping people and no Patriot left behind. I want to keep bringing you Derek and SG. I want to keep bringing.
They both look like meth heads. Neither one of them can stand still. Derek hasn't said a word yet. We're 4 minutes in.
People that know what they're talking about on the platform and no bullshit. And I'm going to keep hunting these scam artist pieces of shit. But
reverse beating the pussy up works sometimes, maybe.
Other than that, I want to do a platform where I come on and I'm happy and we can talk about things that are not so heavy and not so stressful and not so just, the whole thing is really depressing and I can't live like that. If I want to be able to keep doing the dangerous things I'm doing to protect people in this movement, I need to be able to enjoy something that I'm.
The dangerous things I'm doing to protect people in this, what exactly? List one. List one.
Doing. Do you understand what I mean, Derek?
Well, yeah, I mean, President Trump just truth yesterday that you have to call out crooked Hillary and crooked Joe and all these people. I mean, it's one thing when people are trying to play good cop, bad cop, people that they don't know, you have no tangible evidence, but it's another when you have tangible evidence of people who are just outright, scamming people, fraud. I mean, it's another thing too. You know, like when I laugh when people call me a scam and fraud because I'm like, first off, I can't make you buy a T-shirt, so what else am I selling? I'm showing current legislation. So it's like we have such a spiritual.
I can't make you buy a T-shirt. You know how, like, anybody who's a scammer or a fraud or a con artist, they make you buy stuff. You remember all the famous let's look at Bernie Madoff. Remember how he held a gun to people's heads and made them invest in his pyramid scheme? You guys remember that? So I love people that call me a scammer or a fraud. I can't make you buy a T-shirt, so how am I a scammer or a fraud? What?
And it's unfortunate to have to say the quote, but that quote that Charlie Ward said about, it's easier to con people than it is to show people that they've been conned. And that's unfortunate, the world we live in, but that is the world we live in. We have so many people who don't even realize they've been duped, but yet they'll turn around and say that you're duping somebody or I'm duping. It's like, get out of here. Like selling a t-shirt. Are you serious right now? And I had a country music career. You had a music career a long time ago. I had a music career before all this happened.
It looks like he had a music career a long time ago.
We're trying to show people, hey,
looks like he had anabolic steroid career a long time ago.
So I get frustrated with you because I'm a veteran first that's keeping my oath.
Sure you are.
And President Trump has told people in so many ways out there. He's told veterans to remember your oath. So
barely
I don't know
a veteran.
What else to do myself because I get frustrated, and that's when I get on my rant. That's when I want to go lose my cool too. And then when you lose your
those
cool,
are my favorite videos.
You're not professional because you lost your cool. And I'm like, no, it's passion, and I want people to see this so bad.
Those are my favorite videos when he freaks out.
And it's going to help them. And people say, well, how do we benefit from that? Well, when everybody starts pulling their weight, and we all start understanding how taxes, where this tax is, where that tax is not needed. What the heck is this? Where did it go? When we all start pulling our weight and knowing what the heck's going on, then our world will look a lot better. Our economy will look a lot better. It won't be no 4 years of this and 4 years of that. Once we get all that cleaned out and we have educated Americans at whatever capacity you can learn, it don't matter what capacity you can learn. It's the fact that so many have put it upon others for so long and have not pulled any kind of weight. And then they get duped with all this stuff because believing that there's going to be something out there that's going to make your body go back 40 years, 50 years, 100 years, whatever you think, that's the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. All right? The world is not being reinvented here.
We'll
what
see.
You and I are talking about, what SG and I, what all of us talk, the world, what we talk about, we're not reinventing the wheel. We're showing you current legislation, bipartisan legislation, and the operation the best that we can see it based on this legislation, not based on our opinions and things of that nature. That this is what we think is going to happen. We're not creating a little coup over here of our own, going this is what we think and this is what's. No, we're showing you current and bipartisan legislation, and then the experience that we've seen through the years of our capacities, and what this is based on.
Well, I'm going to keep bringing Derek on and SG, but other than that, this is their realm now. This is your realm. Listen, I have seen a lot of people damaged so badly. Not every one of you lost your house, but some people did. A lot of people, thousands of people. I can't live with that. That's where my God sends me in the direction where these people really need to be protected. I don't have time to make videos all day, Derek. You know what it is? I don't make that many. I really only bring you and SG on, and it's really to promote Derek and SG. I'm not selling anything. I don't care. These guys are the only ones producing any information really worth listening to right now. Anyone else?
By the way, he contacted me right after the SGAnon video is when this guy came out, is when he contacted me. But now he's up SGAnon's ass.
Now, the number one question I get is, will you please ask Derek, why does he go on all the scam artist shows? And I answer very simply, Derek has a message, all right? My message and Derek's message are different. His message.
What if I told you a week before Halloween I was going to Naples, Florida? Maybe about the 23rd, 24th, something like that. I'll be home a week before Halloween. What if I told you that? I'm actually going I'm going there for about a week on the 14th, October 14th, Naples, Florida. Look out.
Saves lives. So when he goes on someone's show, regardless of who
Naples, Florida, Naples, Italy,
they see Derek and they go, well, that guy knows what he's talking about. I'm
I don't know how I got Florida out all that.
Fucking cult. Now I realize this guy's got information on paper. That's something. None of these other people have anything. So I get that question a lot, and I always say I'll answer, the people's questions. But Derek is a good guy. So if you see him on a show with someone you think is not a good guy, it's because Derek is putting out information that is vital.
Thinking too much about Jess over here.
Anymore. I wouldn't be here if Derek didn't show up.
Man.
None of us would be watching these podcasts.
Headed out on the 14th and be returning home on the 20th, 22nd, somewhere around there. Little weekend in Italy,
Anymore. I don't really think so, Derek. I always give you the credit for that. But the podcasts are making people.
I did say Florida, but that was my fault. I didn't say nipples.
Thousands and thousands of really upset people. This whole thing's gotten out of hand, and I don't want to be remembered.
I was thinking about getting a place over there
in the group with all these scam artist pieces of shit.
For me and my new bride and my sexting partner, for my newlywed bride.
I just can't have it. You know what I like, Derek? I like video games. I like some entertainment. I like some stuff that I haven't given myself a chance to enjoy in years because I've been going, the Satanists own that. The Satanists own this. Guess what? You're all fucking waiting until.
What if I told you I'm not going to Naples, Italy? Well, what if I told you that Phil is? Phil's going to Naples. Flying out on October 14th. And then back home on October 20th. Why have I told you that? 23rd. 22nd, 23rd, somewhere around there. It's weird.
So whenever whoever's in fucking control decides to,
he's going to try to spin it like he's being a secret agent over there.
Let our lives not suck ass is when your life won't suck. And that's just how it is. And I've tried everything in my power as a human being to put a message out there and try to wake people up for the second time, because it's great that you're awake. But 90% of you are going to go watch a different podcast after this. They're going to rob you, scam you, make you believe in all sorts of crazy shit. And there's not much I could do. I truly believe there needed to be a second Great Awakening, Derek. There needed to be one where people go back to questioning everything and looking at information like you have. And I think they get mad. They see you.
Yeah, he's actually flying over there on a 737-700 C-40 Clipper.
People shows that they know are not good people. They're pieces of shit. And they say, well, damn, Derek's giving them credibility by sitting next to them. What should I do? What should I do? That's not why Derek.
Imagine all your money is made by pyramid schemes, multi-level marketing, direct donations, literally begging for and local subscriptions. And then spending, $18,000 on 2 plane tickets.
Eric sitting next to him. He's there to save you with his message and his documents. And
well, look at the Bible, okay? So of course, if people aren't a Christian,
don't talk shit about Ultra Trumpinator, the destroyer or whatever. Mariah has that same sports bra. So if you're going to talk shit about him, and y'all are basically talking shit about Mariah's sports bra, okay? And it keeps the girls in place. It keeps the girls in place. Yeah, I mean round trip. So let's say $17,000. So
then they're not going to understand this, but maybe they can understand the analogy at least. But I mean, based on what Jesus Christ was, according to the Word, Jesus Christ wasn't put here for other Christians. He was put here for sinners, right? He wasn't put here to walk with the people that look like him. He was put here to walk with the people who were lowly, didn't have money, poverty, sinner of any kind of sin, whatever that was, to say, hey, there's a better way.
I bet you if Jesus was in the military, he'd finish out his full 4 years. How about that, Derek Johnson?
My Father created the world. Well, look at Daniel in the lion's den. You think he wanted to jump in the lion's den? You think he wanted to be thrown in there? No, he didn't want to be. You look at Paul. Paul was arrested. Paul was put in prison. Do you think he wanted to be in prison? No, he'd rather been out preaching the word. Look at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were thrown in the fire. You think they wanted to get in the fire just to prove that they were a Christian? No. We're human. We don't want to go through certain tyranny in our life or trials or tribulations or heartache and all this, but we do. We go through it. So, when I go on other shows, people got to remember, here's one thing people forget about. A lot of people in the world are just existing. They're not truly living. That's what you were just talking about. You and I right now are deviating from what we could be doing in our lives. I'm doing it because it's a service beyond a service. I didn't get to serve as long as I wanted to.
You didn't basically do anything while you were in. Thank you. Jesus the Destroyer.
It's funny when trolls out there say, oh, how can he know what he knows when he only served 1 stint in the Army? Well, first off, I didn't need the Army to teach me about legislation.
He didn't even serve 1 stint in the Army. Even him saying he only served 1. No, you didn't.
Because the Army don't teach you about legislation. The Army don't teach you about the Constitution. The Army don't teach you about the Declaration of Independence. The Army don't teach you any of that. They don't show you any of that. They don't talk about any of that. So
you do learn very basic things about like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
Well, I learned all that outside of the military. The military has nothing to do with my personal purpose. Now, it added to it. It adds validity for people out there because there are military laws and there's things of that nature that tie in. But people have to remember, I'm living my purpose right now because I didn't serve as long as I wanted to. What I, Derek Johnson, as a carnal body, as a human body, wanted to.
Why didn't you serve? Oh, the Obama soldiers.
But God's overall purpose, because we're in a spiritual warfare, God put me here with this message. I didn't get on, and this ain't no offense to people who build shows. This is my angle. I went live on a video one day. I had 9 people watching. Now, making a joke out there and being humorous, I've had about 3,000 people say they were one of those 9. So I've had about 3,000. Everybody says they're one of that 9, and that's okay. Look, that's beautiful because that shows someone wants to be a part of something. That's fine with me. I'm not making fun of that. The point being though is I went live on a video on the spur, just snapping my finger. I did write some notes down to keep me kind of on track because I knew when I was on live, once you go live, you're live.
Well, then you didn't do it on the spur of the moment if you wrote notes down, you fucking retard.
You better be talking or you're going to get awkward quick. 2, to keep me on track with what my message was supposed to be. But then I got riled up because the reason why I get riled up, I cannot sit.
He's Super Trump the dick bag.
Last night, John Rich put out a truth of saying he would fly anybody first class. He's doing a music video, and he wanted a World War II veteran, if there's any World War II veterans out there that anybody know that, to get in contact with him. Well, my friend texted me, and I said,
the douche waffle.
You know, my dad's captain. My dad's captain is still living. Matter of fact, my dad turned 81 today. Today's his 81st birthday. My dad's captain is still living, 97 years old in Temecula, California. Now,
Temecula.
My great uncle was a Purple Heart, one of the first drops at Normandy. Anytime I talk about Normandy, my eyes start welling up and my chest starts getting that proud feeling as a veteran about.
Why? The fuck did you do at Normandy now?
Normandy. Look at the kids today. Kids today wouldn't know anything about lying about their age to get into the military to go.
You wouldn't know anything about that, you stupid piece of shit. You got in way past fucking 18. You only did it to get college credits. You never saw a single day of service. Why are you talking shit about this generation when you didn't fucking do it in your generation?
Serving a war. This was in the middle of war. Men were lying about their age. 15 years old now to go over and fight. And most of them didn't come back. So when you think of that, when you apply that scenario, that's what I'm fighting for. You know, we have so many men and women that I have walked in the footsteps of, serving behind them. All right. It's kind of like passing the torch or keeping passing it forward. So when I'm talking, I'm not.
The problem is you kept complaining about your knee until you dropped the torch.
Talking on behalf of Congress. I'm not talking on behalf of any kind of politician. I'm talking on behalf of the military, of the personnel who have already passed on or who laid down their life during that fight because they served under the same 10 U.S. code that the president, the only person who can federalize the National Guard, president. The same 10 U.S. code that all of us veterans, when we raise our right hand, that's 10 U.S. code, section 502. You cannot have one without the other. So when I go on a show, I'm going on there as a disruptor. If they are not telling the truth, I'm going on there for the people who are watching. Because the people who are watching are the mission, not the person doing the show. So that's why I go on these shows.
You got a lot of alerts going over there, legend.
Now, I know in my heart that I'm a good person. I know in my heart and my motives that I'm a good person.
He stands for this whole interview, even though he can't stand for more than 20 minutes. That's why he's disabled.
You're saying, why is Derek going on these shows? You're already falling prey.
Oh, my God. I just jumped ahead over 20 minutes, and it went perfectly together. Where were we just at? Where'd the guy get up at? Hold on.
They're not telling the truth. I'm going on there for the people who are watching because the people who are watching are the mission, not the person doing the show. So that's why I go on these shows. Hey, to the ones saying that out there, and they're still keeping you in this little ball of twine.
Didn't miss a beat.
Wrapped up. What am I selling? What am I selling to you? I'm showing you current. So to act like that there's going to wake up, just like the medbed situation, to act like you're just going to wake up and all your problems are going to be gone and all the legislation is going to be cured and all the politicians are all of a sudden going to go, yes, I want to do the right thing. People say, show me where it says that. It's not going to say we jammed the systems.
You can skip anywhere in this video and it's all the same.
Proof because 4-star general getting on Twitter, which they've already deleted, but you have proof that a 4-star general, I have the original screenshot of a 4-star general on November the 3rd, 2020 saying, as tens of millions head to the poll today, we have our National Security Agency and our U.S. Cyber Command with our joint partners around the world watching what we're watching in hopes we learn from what we learned from 2018 and prior.
Yeah, they make that post every year. As millions of Americans go to the poll, we'll be monitoring, the internet and make sure nobody's fucking hacking it. And they did. And what was their finding? What did they find? Derek Johnson, why don't you talk about that? What did they find after they all these agencies monitored the election? What did they find? Weird.
So it's right in front of everybody. And if you don't read the origin and you don't understand that language and that terminology, you're never going to see it. And you're going to live right through this history. It's going to be good for you, sure, because that's what our founders did. Our founders established that. But only 1.7 to 1.9% of population from 1774 to 1783 fought. But what did the other 98.1 and 98.3% do?
A piece of shit place or a nice place. I mean, is it that hard? If you go out and you treat people nicely, if everyone was treating people nicely, it would shake the fabric of the universe, probably. I mean, I can't.
Yeah, probably. If everybody put a little emotional fabric softener in their mentality to address their fellow man, make the whole place a lot softer, a lot fluffier, like that stupid bear on the Snuggle bottle.
It's really rare. Even the Patriots.
Well, you know what they say about karma, though. I know that word. I know she is the most used word out there by a lot of people. But my mother and I had dinner yesterday, and my mother was like, "You're my precious gift from God. I'm her only child. All right." And it
Oh, so your mother's a lunatic too.
it destroys my mom when she sees comments, and I'm like, Mom, it's okay. Don't worry. I know
Oh
my purpose.
God.
You have to stop looking at that. But
Man, I would fuck the shit out of your mom, Derek Johnson. I don't even care what she looks like, just to make you call me stepdaddy.
for all of you out there, trolls and haters and all you negative people, it's going to be your child one day. And remember that. Karma's a bitch. So when it comes back around to bite you, don't be giving them advice of what you did the opposite of. Don't be giving them advice of that. No, you sit there and take it like a champ with them and say, well, you know, I used to be one of those too. Don't tell them the polar opposite. No, no, no. Be honest and true to yourself. Don't sit there and tell them a bunch of hogwash and blow smoke up their dress that, oh, it's okay, honey. They're just haters. No, no. You sit there and tell them I was a hater too, and I was negative, and I was all these other things. Be honest with yourself.
I was a hater. I was negative. You think my kids don't know I'm a fucking troll? You think I've never trolled my kids? That's half the fun of being a parent. Making up shit that don't exist, trolling your kids.
That's what we're saying here. Be honest and true to yourself. Just go ahead and be true and honest. But it's going to be your child. It's going to be your loved one day that's in this position. And
I don't know, man. I believe in being a hero, and I came here to be a hero, and I got here and I thought everyone was heroes, and I was like joining the special organization of
you're a hero, buddy.
Save America, and I got here and they were just like, let's fuck everybody. And I'm like, no way, they're taking Trump and God and fucking everybody. I can't believe you would do that with God. Now,
what organization did you join that you thought you were going to be a hero? Then you joined, then they took Trump and God and started fucking everybody. And you're like, I can't fuck everybody. What the fuck are you talking about? This is sexual assault in most states. What organization did you join?
Oh, the bad Christian churches. Listen, I love God. I love God. How many of you fucking people read the Bible front to back twice and can actually say that they did that? I did. I know a lot.
You read the Bible twice. Did it take you all 53 years of your life to do it? You don't seem very smart.
You know, people get mad at me, Derek. I understand. People can believe what they want. They sit there and I feel the pain with them, and I go through their horror stories, and I feel the pain.
It just froze in different positions.
You know, I was in a moment of weakness. Ultra Trump today showed a real severe moment of weakness, but I'm human. I'm not sorry. I don't give a fuck.
It's not weakness, though. It's not weakness.
I honestly thought when I first started addressing these Q-tards, I'll leave you with this because we got to go to a Patreon show, and I'm going to spend a couple hours over there with Patreon. $7 and up Patreon. We're going to talk about some other stuff, probably some of that Mckamy Manor stuff. We covered it in Patreon once already. I was honestly scared to get in the trenches with the grifters when this first started. And I'll tell you why. Much like Ultra Trump, the dick bag, I was really worried. Okay, I thought I was joining this organization to be a hero, and then I thought, man, they're going to try to make me their messiah, because my penis is actually a perfect replica of a lowercase q, and I thought, man, this is going to be bad. So I sent out all the pictures, and that's when they started hating me. It's penis envy, is what it is. Penis envy. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. That's Derek Johnson's whatever the fuck he's doing lately. We've got more. I'm just doing a Patreon show tonight. So I'm in early. We actually have some of the people in the chat that have interactions with Derek Johnson, calling him out. I need to get back in the new groups, I guess, and join those. But we actually have interactions between some people that watched the show and Derek Johnson that were pretty funny. I need to cover some of those. We've got screenshots. We've got other things. I may or may not have made a fake account and been in contact with Derek Johnson for a few months. We'll see. Either way, thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're a patron, wait for the link to come up. $7 and up, Patreon. It's not going to be on Twitch this time, just because I've been doing Twitch shows. I need to make up some Patreon content, but I'll be back in just a minute. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. What is today? So tomorrow will be on Kick as well, right? It's Friday, Saturday, Sunday on Kick. We'll see everybody on Kick for free shows the rest of the weekend, except for right now, we're going to Patreon. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see you on the next one.
But I can tell you this.
I don't know why. I think it's him always like falling back on his military shit. He makes me more mad than a lot of the other grifters and shit with his fucking lies and his bullshit. Like he ain't got shit to stand on. I don't say I'm a veteran just so people listen to me. As a veteran with a clean record and bipartisan laws, fuck your face. Fuck your stupid tiny little head stretch.
You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
You're a warrior.
Started some shit. Piss 'em off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the beds, you know that stage is set.
Do the patrons in just a minute. I want to cover some more of that Mckamy Manor stuff.
Well, listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believers? Y'all need Jesus. Praise the Lord and to the extreme. All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worshipping drums, cocking, begging for a throat deposit. Swinging fucking meat hammers like Thor in a thong.
My mama says I'm her special little gift from God.
Make your gut burst.
That's why I continue to serve.
Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking
eat shit and die, Derek Johnson.
Best climbing up 5G towers cause you told him.
Have a good night, everybody. See the patrons in just a minute. It'll be a YouTube link. You'll get it through Patreon and the Discord groups and the Telegram groups. I'll be right back up.